Hey! Welcome on back, everybody, to Pathfinder StarTeam. Hi, chatters. Hello. So, we are joined here today by a group of amazing players who will all simultaneously introduce each other. Just a cacophony. No, I'm kidding. One at a time.
My name is
Hi, how are you? Are you doing well? I'm sleeping.
Starting from...
This is my second stream today.
There we go, we're good, right?
Yep.
Okay, starting with the individual introductions.
No, you got what you asked for. You got what you asked for.
I did. Starting with, we'll start with Sleepy. Who are you? Where can we find you outside of the stream? And who are you playing? And what level are you today?
Hello, I'm Sleepy Shaman, and I appear on many other people's streams and my own stream called Sleepy Shaman. I know, very creative. I'm playing Enyo today. He's a monkey dude who has metal eyes. Yeah, they were taken out probably. I don't know. He has scars on his face. He has like silver fur, like a silver and red like fur type stuff for hair, and tan skin. And he wears like kind of like a dancer garb because his class is a swashbuckler dancer. He's kind of short. I think that's about it. Kind of happy-go-lucky. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Next on the list is Soul Sun. Who are you? Where can we find you after stream? And who are you playing? What level are you?
I'm Soul Sun. I appear here. Not usually anywhere else. I'm playing Akosium or Akko, the Oracle of Life, I believe. I am attempting to be healer, making sure people do not die, including myself. It is a hard job. I am a half orc, half Vishkanian, which is like a snake person. Green scales, life magic, etc.
What level are you?
Level 2, right?
Yeah, we're all level 2 right now.
We're level 3.
Okay, cool. So next on the list is Noctura. Who are you?
Yes. I'm Nox. I thought we were level 3. I am playing Sparrowhawk, who's a summoner. And the stars are evil. Never listen to them.
Where can we find you outside of this stream?
Here.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
A
Fantastic.
different text screen.
I thought you were going to say fucking in the Fizzwidget, son. Final Fantasy 14.
Somewhere on Final Fantasy.
Sit there and rep the 14. And then there is Orvoda. Want to introduce yourself?
Hello. Hi, I go by Corvoda Pop on Twitch. I am playing Vetch. Vetch is a vine leshy, piloting what is basically a giant wooden body. They are, if I was to describe anything about them, they are shy, curious, and they let that curiosity overcome their shyness, and they end up getting kind of excited about things sometimes. But generally, they're pretty lowbrow, but very protective.
Okay. And I am Techno. I'll be your GM today. And we are off on our adventures for StarTeam. So, before we continue with our story from where we left off, where did we leave off? If we could get any good recap from any players for a hero point.
Crab spider.
We began the session. Did we begin with the fight? Or no. We ended with the fight. We're going through the dungeon. Fighting some things. We went through like a hallway of paintings at the very beginning that like almost killed 2 of the party members, knocked out I believe Akko was knocked out.
Yarp.
After they triggered the trap, we just kind of snuck around the rest. And there was like this very polite at first spider dude who was definitely not trying to eat us until he did.
I wouldn't call him polite.
Oh yeah, actually he was very demanding.
He was forcing you to worship him.
Yeah, I cleaned his nails. Until like, you know, he started trying to like kill us. We killed him. We took his stuff. We're like, we need a break. After like some serious conversation, decided not to take a break. Opened the bathroom.
While there was conversation between Enyo and Vetch about whether or not Blorbo should be put back in the sack or brought back to the town or ride on Vetch's shoulder, etc.
Blorbo's back in the sack, baby.
Akosium and Sparrowhawk opened a bathroom door, and there was like this spirit memory of the spirit ghost of the rogue that the town is named after. That is just escaping my mind right now. And he was kind of there dying in a bathtub, and then it appeared into a wisp, and we were like, well, we should bring the it's not a statue. What is it? The body that Blorbo the spirit is in currently, back to the town, so it was safe instead of being put in a bag because it didn't want to be left in the darkness. And then on our way back, a light shone from the lighthouse, rising a bunch of the dead from the not crypt. What's the word? It's not crypt, it's where people are buried, but not in like a
Graveyard?
Graveyard. And then zombies and skeletons started coming up the graveyard as we got there, and jumping off onto the library beneath it, which we haven't investigated yet. But we wiped out all the zombies and skeletons, and then a big old crab spider thing appeared, and we murked it, and now we're here.
What do I give the fucking hero point to?
I think Akko gave more details.
Okay. All right, Akko, you whisked away the plot and perfectly detailed it. You get a hero point for the recap. Fantastic. So we last left off with a scene of horror, where the dead had risen and descended past the hill towards the Dawnflower Library, smashing and rising. The heroes successfully destroying the last of the abominations, as well as a large spider creature. We return to the exact moment of their victory, upon where they had slain their adversaries. I don't have exactly the right mood piece for this. Let's see if I could do something about that.
Can you jog my memory? Did we get doused in poison breath or something? Or did we just get smacked about?
You're asking if the character had spray toxic oil? Yes.
Do you remember if I specifically got covered in toxic oil, or did I just get fucking kerchon?
Sleepy has so many fucking modifiers on him. What the hell is this? No, it looks like Sleepy's the only one that got sprayed.
Okay.
I think spray toxic oil adds the slowed condition.
I will utilize prestidigitation and rousing splash to attempt to get toxic off of him.
Oh yeah, I was proud.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sleepy. For like a sort of a wild duration, you feel like absolute shit. as like this poison that this spider had sort of pierced into your skin is sort of running its course, but it eventually, like, it's nothing that seems to be continuing after I would say like a minute or two. And you feel fine now, especially with the aid of your companion. But that was a rough bit of like gunk for you to go through, for sure.
Okay, yeah. That was dangerous. Is everyone okay?
I'm all right.
I'm still kicking.
Okay.
Sleepy, go ahead and give yourself a hero point.
Thank you. So do we go down now, or do we take a little bit of rest? I think.
I'll patch people up with my healing tools first.
Okay.
Yeah, some of us really need that.
This will start devolving into the theater of the mind as you guys are exiting the I guess after patching each other up for a little bit. You see the guards from just outside, now accompanied by another grouping of 2, seem to approach you inside of the graveyard, and with them is a very I would describe him as rough or sort of insane, dude. He looks fucking cool as shit. Here you go. You see this amongst the guards, sort of walking up this hill. And he
Character
seems
that doesn't immediately freak me out.
and this particular person seems to be very direct and to the point, and is sort of like has this sort of like face of incredible disappointment, and is like he's marching up this hill, and you see like some of them are trying to talk him out of going up this hill. Some of them are accompanying them from like, especially the 2 soldiers you didn't see previously are on his flank, left and right, and they are proudly pushing towards this hill. And his eyes rest upon you and this massive slain beast. As you guys take, it takes like you guys like 40 minutes to all patch each other up.
Yeah, we're all like sitting on our bums.
Yeah, and it like around the 30-ish, 35-ish time where you guys are in the last bits of your round of healing, he arrives in front of a Cosium.
See?
And he sits
Also
there.
Sparrowhawk heal.
Alright, go ahead and heal.
And veg.
Which one?
The order is right above the 4 rolls.
Yeah, it's Enya, Sparrow, Vetch, Akko.
The name's Osuv Minhem. You are?
Can you put the spelling in the chat?
I'm trying to sound super cool. His name, the Otari guard goes, it's Osuv Minhem.
He walks up to Akko, you said?
Yeah, he's sort of just arrived graveyard skeleton where the graveyard's standing, sort of in front of Okosium, addressing the group. Specifically addressing just one of you so far.
I mean, I'm probably sitting there, wrapping a bandage around someone or something.
Yeah.
Since it's like the last one, you're probably wrapping on yourself, right?
Oh yeah. I guess I'm, patching myself up. So I'm like, hello, sir. While I'm, doing a bandage or something.
There's currently been an emergency, and I've been looking for intel. Do you have the ability to share what you have? You seem to have defeated these monsters. Do you know what's going on?
I mean, I know that there was a giant light from the north, and then these things started sprouting from the ground.
Yes, a few reports I've heard. Any more details than that? I would prefer if another one of these attacks never happened. And since I know that you were the last one who visited the thing to the north, I was hoping you'd have more information.
Well, we believe the source of the light comes from deep within that location. We had visited the top of the lighthouse before and had a look inside, and the lighthouse seems to be fueled by some kind of some magic thing that's not standard for lighthouses. There's some magic thing going on, and it's somewhere deep inside the building, we're sure.
I apologize for my crassness. I am the mayor of Otari. I was hoping to be able to sort all of this out with simple answers and solutions. However, it seems that there is still several steps to overtake to prevent a calamity such as this to ever arise again here in Otari.
Seems like a lot more is going on in Otari than you think, huh?
This was not on my schedule for sure.
We'll be fair, we've also been trying to get to the bottom of whatever this is. We're not sure yet, but this was the first time we've seen the results of whatever's happening.
Well,
there was what were they called? The little fake creatures.
The little blue things?
Yeah, they looked like they had like a crude map of Otari. What was it? Otari they had a map of, or a different?
Yeah,
city?
there was a map that seemed to show them making battle plans to attack Otari.
Yeah, it seemed like they had battle plans to attack Otari. I don't really know. It kind of killed them all. So
are you saying that
We
there's a
dealt with them
larger
pretty quick.
force that has an army that it wishes to attack Otari even now? How did you come across such information? This seems like
I'm
vital
saying
intelligence.
there was.
I mean, we just kind of walked in. They
Is this
kinda
another
attacked us.
kingdom? What exactly are you speaking of?
No, there
The
was a
fort
creature.
around the lighthouse.
You're talking about the keep that is just inside the swamp above Otari.
Yeah, there's
there were some
some
squatting fey creatures, and
Usually,
killed
they seemed to be.
usually things like that sort of wander in from the swamp from time to time, but there's no issues with the guard dispatching. You say that they had battle plans? Is this the
Yes.
same group of people who have also descended the light upon my sweet town, or is this something else entirely?
We're
say-
unsure.
You said they pose no threat,
They're in
but
the same
yet we
location.
still had this calamity. Is there no connection between the two?
We don't know if there's a connection is the issue. There were a large group of them. They clearly had plans, but it was a small enough group that we ended up dispatching them ourselves.
So
that being said, we didn't really learn about this whole light thing until after we'd already finished dispatching
But-
them, so we're
but,
not sure if they were related.
By the way, I know you said your name, but like, what is your role here?
A role?
Mayor.
Oh, did he say mayor? I'd say.
Yes.
Yeah.
I introduced
did,
myself earlier, yes. I made sure to.
Sorry, I was still.
I
making sure
prefer
the
to
Band-Aid
stay
was-
behind the scenes of Otari. I have a large business of lumber to move, and that's what usually takes up my time. But yes, I am the mayor for this town.
I mean, it might be connected to the Cobalt thing that happened earlier, with the dragon. Yeah.
I heard that you took care of a dragon.
Yes, it was a young one,
Mhm.
but you know.
And the group of kobolds that were also planning attack from underneath your city. That we
I
told
made
you guys
sure to
about.
send a missive and proper payment. Is this the same issue that evolves from what is happening at the keep? I'm getting a lot of information thrown around here that I don't understand.
I'm saying it might be connected. We're unsure. There
It's
was
not-
a tunnel. Oh, you go.
It's not necessarily that we know that it's connected. It's just odd that these two incidents have happened with such a close time frame.
We believe
You
they
had
may
a-
be
you had a
connected, but we
group of
have no evidence of
kobolds.
it.
Yeah, you had a group of kobolds underneath your city planning an attack, and you had a group of, I don't remember the fey creatures' names, but you had another group of creatures to your north in the swamp also planning an attack. We have no evidence to show that they were planning together, but it is just odd that at the same time they were both planning it.
Right. So, you're saying that for some reason, my town of Otari, outside of it being a human settlement, is constantly being targeted by forces outside of our control.
Yes,
like
that's
it.
it.
Usually that sort of thing is reserved for our neighboring city, which our major export is Absalom. Absalom is such a larger city with the hustle and bustle of people constantly moving around that there's no end to the schemes. However,
Maybe
Here-
it is to cut off export.
sorry?
Maybe it's to cut off an export to the city. Who knows? Maybe it has something had to do with that. I don't
Whether
know.
our lumber is important for the building of Absalom, I highly doubt it'll end Absalom. I don't think we're tactically at all a good reason to go after. Nox, go ahead and give yourself a hero point. All of these reports are just noise. I have to get back. But I don't have anybody currently on this. And as it were, I see that you are working towards defeating it. Was there someone who petitioned you to go for this particular event, or was there just a happenstance that your random roving group of heroes would just sort of arrive to find this thing out?
I got her name somewhere.
Some lady in a tent was like, "This place has bad juju," and then we went that way.
Your lady in a
Rin.
tent.
What's her name?
Rin Savinci.
Right, Ren. So you're saying
She had a
that-
feeling about this location, but we didn't hear much about it other than something was strange was happening, and it was pretty obvious that something strange was happening. We'd seen lights flash in that direction a few times, even prior to talking to her.
I've had a few informal complaints coming from Rin. However, I didn't really mark them other than instance. So you're saying that they actually accurately told the future.
They at least told us where to go.
They could have just saw the light and been like, that's probably a problem. I don't know.
I mean, she came to us with information about the light, which we had seen before we spoke with her, and a fairy tale, which we haven't seen anything that specifically confirms that yet, but who knows?
We are
But-
simply just a group of adventurers, but so when we heard stories of this strange lighthouse and these weird lights, we did just simply wish to explore it. That's how it began, really.
So you're saying that this Rin character is a decent source of information for the local going-ons here, outside of what the guards could provide, yes?
And she
Probably.
seems to have
Seems
spent
possible.
a decent amount of time learning the legends of this area, at least.
He leans in. Can she be trusted?
I don't know.
We've talked to her twice, my man.
I personally like her, but it's hard to say we trust somebody we've only just recently met.
Okay. Then she goes on the list of possible suspects. I'll investigate this Rin individual and see if there's anything going on behind the scenes.
Does your character actually say that?
What?
Sparrowhawk actually just go good while like twiddling his fucking mustache.
Twiddling his braid.
There seems to be no short supply of treachery in this city. Alright, so. I would like to hire all of you. I would say 50 gold per head for you to investigate and potentially stop what is happening.
I mean, yes.
If we're being
Sounds
hired to
good to me.
investigate, how much information are you
Hired
expecting us to bring to you?
I am currently without information entirely. This situation is beyond what I know from my logistics. However, I would like for you to be the main force for this. And I didn't say investigate. I want you to destroy. If you can, if possible, prevent this from ever happening again. I will treat you as the heroes you have somehow become so easily.
Okay, the
Think we
money.
could handle
I like that money.
He seems to
so-
immediately dispart with that idea. He shakes his head and he goes, no. If there's anybody that I can trust currently, it's... And it sounds ironic, but a random roving group of yesterday's nameless adventurers.
Why? Because your guards are just, scared. Looks at the guards that were just like outside the walls, not helping at all.
In times of struggle, yes, even our guard. Anyways,
By the way, they did not want to help at all.
Also, all the guard that repeatedly ignored the townspeople, telling them about possible things below the city.
I've also had informal complaints several a time from her. And with the situation at hand, it seemed to have taken care of itself, didn't it? You made sure of that.
Enyo's not gonna comment on that.
I am not the guard captain. I am simply the mayor. If you truly have issues, speak to him. About the guard, specifically. He's the one who trains them. Alright. I'm a very busy man. I will allot a simple question from each of you before I need to go. If you really need me in the mornings, I work as a civil servant. You can visit me then.
Okay.
Would you happen to have any more information about what's happening here? Any hints as to which way we should go or which we should do?
There's rumors abound everywhere. Nothing confirmed, nothing denied, obviously. There's rumors of some sort of guild hiding out here in Otari. There's rumors of, well, kidnappings and rituals. There's
There's been kidnapping?
more than I would
wait.
like.
We
More-
already knew people going disappearing.
I do not
We
have
know
anything
more
I
than
could
we-
confirm outside of what you've literally shown us, but that is it for now, at least. Like more reports.
Do you have any directions or like where people were getting kidnapped from?
I
Maybe?
barely even got that from the local bar. Listen, the
Oh.
the numbers do not lie. I am a man of business. I send word to the guardhouse that there is an investigation or assistance needed to be done or business to be taken care of, but I am one civil servant in a swath of things to do. So, I don't have any other information that it might be happening, and I don't even wish to share it with you at all, due to how up in the air the information is. I like concrete facts, something I could actually put force behind, something I could actually stop.
As do we, sir.
Okay. Does he like walk off?
No, he's waiting for the last two questions.
I don't know
Anybody
if
else
we
have
have
questions?
anymore.
Mm,
Ask for my money. It was for Taka.
I don't really have any questions that I think the mayor would have answers to. So
By the way,
none at the
knock.
moment, sir.
Running up the hill behind everything, is a tiefling dressed in long, flowing, like, sort of garb. And you see cresting the hill to the graveyard, is Vryn. You see her huffing and puffing, and she is like fucking sprinting and shit. And she's not even fully dressed. She's like half dressed, like half like thrown on armor and stuff like that. And Rin in front of you is going. It runs up to like past the guards, just pushing past them all. They all try to go, oh, this is a dangerous area, ma'am, and she just like straight through them to the face of the party. And there is Rin in front of you. She goes, oh my god, is everyone okay? Are we good? What happened?
We're all right.
Strange magics.
Weird lights, zombies, big spider?
Okay, details later. Is everything not fucking going crazy?
At the moment.
Things are definitely going crazy, but right now we're all right.
Okay.
Oh, there
All right.
were some that jumped off the cliff towards the library.
Yeah,
The guards went off for those ones, didn't they?
No, I think they
No.
died because
The, The guard, and with the help of the priests of the Dawnflower, they have successfully destroyed any of the surviving undead. And there are now prayers and sanctifications of their bodies that have been exhumed to try to return them to peace. But the town is terrified. We do not know if there isn't going to be another attack soon. Do you think, even after sanctification, how soon would you suspect we've become under attack or duress from this light again? You know? Yes, I would also like to know if you have any information.
I think we still need to figure it out.
I don't think we know exactly the next time.
So
it'll
that's a
happen.
no.
No.
No, I mean maybe if we can somehow stop the lighthouse there.
Right.
Maybe.
So I will use my time in the morning to calm the populace and to spread word of your heroic, as if no doubtably the rumors haven't already spread like wildfire. However, I cannot provide much more support than this. You have my support, as little as it can provide. As in, he has a small amount of support that he can provide. He's trying his best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so, I would say, you all deserve a rest. You guys could come back to the inn with me, and we could discuss more. Maybe even plans.
How does the other
Sure.
two?
Would we
Could definitely use a bath and a patch up.
we don't exactly have anything better to do right now anyway, so why not? Sounds good.
I know a thing or two about healing, so if you need some patching up, I could handle it. However, I think I'm the only one available currently with how busy the Dawnflower has suddenly become.
Is Borbo out and about, or did Enyo shove him back in the bag?
Borbo is still
Enya,
like in my hair.
Yeah, I was about to
think-
say Enya doesn't
I think-
have. Orbo.
I think Rin would probably notice the magical doll riding Veg.
Well, I think I think they're saving that to talk to for later, not in front of the mayor, right?
The Borbo hasn't spoken
Right.
up at all.
Yeah, so they might just think it's a doll.
I don't trust that. I don't know how much we can trust the mayor with knowing about Borbo because they're from the lighthouse.
Yeah, but
They'll
what I'm
be
saying is that Vin would, not Vin, Rin would like,
That's Vin. Correct?
she would,
Yeah, Rin. The mayor might be like, "That's necromancy. Kill Blorbo."
yeah.
Nox, go ahead and give yourself another hero point.
Just racking up the points tonight.
Yeah, they love you.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to the
Before
inn.
we leave, is this crab spider thing?
Yes.
If I crack it open, is it crab meat inside or like spider goop inside?
It's spider group.
Oh,
No good meal, sorry.
Can you eat that? I don't know. I don't know much about food. Is that eatable? Like Enya's asking Akko.
I don't know, but I'm not willing to try.
Okay. Where we going for the inn, Rin? Which inn?
Oh, we go to the Rockfish, obviously. I'm sure Vinkerville has plenty of drinks and food for us to enjoy. You are heroes, after all.
Is that the one with the crow lady?
Who the fuck are you talking about?
The one that's
The
got
bar
the
that
hots
like
for
tried to
Enyo.
make out with Enyo.
No.
Okay, good. Enya's kind of uncomfortable with that lady.
Magaloy is not the person. Magaloy is a bird.
Or
Yeah. We're going to Rocky Rockfish. Vinkerville is a wonderful woman. And we can sit there and discuss in peace.
Okay.
Sounds nice.
I just realized
The
you guys
mayor just
can't see what the names of different locations are on this map. It's kind of shit. I'm just gonna put the party bag on the location that I was talking about. You guys can move around town, and then I can tell you where things are if you'd like.
I wish I had like access to like close these character sheets and like open them. Where's the party bag?
You could double click on them to like shrink them.
Yeah, double-click the name.
Double click the tab.
Yeah.
It like minimizes it.
This building is the Rocky.
Why is this invisible for me?
Why is what invisible?
Is what invisible?
I don't see the bag.
I see. Well,
It's just an outline.
okay
it's
then.
visible to me too.
I'll just reload. That's fine.
Permissions have been borked.
So you guys have you're sort of shuffling and you see the mayor sort of addressing some of the guard who looks a little bit more put together as you guys pass down the streets. You guys, which way do you go back into town? Do you go down the hillside to pass past the Dawnflower Library, or do you guys go up the long path to go back around to enter the
Probably
top?
the short one down the.
Yeah.
down the hill.
Okay,
Just
so
check in with Dig and see how he's doing.
yeah. You guys go down the long path that is like sort of like how every mountain passes. It's just trying to find as much space for you guys to walk on a sheer cliff as possible. So it's a little windy. It zigzags. It goes all the way to the front of the cliff and all the way to the back, and then so you just make your way down. And as you're sort of making your way down from the vision up top, go ahead and anybody who's sort of scouting out or looking around, give me a perception checkarino, please. Fucking
Well, nat 20, I guess.
oh shit.
I guess we can't really argue with that one.
And
Damn, that's a nice rock.
that's a nice roll. So that is
At 20.
what the fuck, guys?
We're gonna die from
Yeah.
tripping when we need to roll a fucking dex saving throw.
What is this, by the way? What is this? What am I looking at?
2d20s?
Yeah, why are you double 20?
Because we're skilled. I don't know what to tell you. Knock on wood.
Fucking music gonna kick in or no?
I hear.
My shit's like, I hear it. Huh? Girl, what? All right. Anyways,
What?
you guys make it down, you know, the hillside, and you see at the Dawnflower, just a fucking scene of horrific proportions. There is like at least 40 different like stages of like detritus and rotted corpses just fucking piled up at the bottom here. Some of them look like there's heads and limbs missing. And you see at the bottom there is, you can hear the music again, legend. You see there Vandy Banderdash with her cluster of, you know, different clerics and stuff. And she sits there and she is praying over bodies that are being dragged around and like put into other like smaller groups and then covered with a sheet. And you see that there's different types of prayers and stuff going off. And with your nat 20s, with your laser beam eyeballs, you notice the prayers that they're saying. And you would know this different types of prayers are being used. Most of them are the Lady of the Sun, right? The one of the one of the primary. But you also hear strangely a few prayers for Gazara. And Gazara is sort of being invoked in this moment. Serene is, excuse me, is specifically the goddess that the Dawnflower Library is primary of. I apologize, I found the name just now.
I mean, Gazra was that ocean god that we found a temple to underneath the city, right?
You, from what you remember, do you want to have a skill check to remember?
I can just go look in my notes.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, Gazra is the ocean god that we found a shrine to.
Yes. And you hear, out of the crowd is the scampering and grunting and sort of shouting of someone who looks entirely out of place, but definitely in their element, Dig. And Dig is sitting there and he's, you know, like helping people move things. Dig is like running back and forth and trying to get like things prepped. And you see him just fucking ecstatic. Out of all of this scene of horror and depression and the memories that are flooding back from the families that have like had their loved ones ripped from the ground, again, you know, here he is.
Dave's getting a raise.
He's so happy. He's just here enjoying himself. And you make your way to the bottom, and you're sort of, and now this scene surrounds you as you sort of walk past. What is the player? What are you guys doing?
And he walks up to Dig. How you doing, Dig?
Just catching Dig in the first place seems to be difficult, but he does recognize you. And he runs up whenever you sort of put up a hand to say hi, Dig. He almost runs past you, and he like stops on his heels. And he looks. He's like, "I'm good. I'm gonna have so much holes to dig."
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. And Nero gives them a head pat. Okay, you seem like you're working hard. Yes.
Oh yeah, very hard, very hard. You know, Banderdash, she didn't really have any like work for me previously, but now Dig is top dog here. I'm gonna get a promotion, I hope.
Well, we hope so.
I'm getting a promotion at church.
Good job. And you see like Dig's, like he has pipes. He does not have any volume control. He's very excited and happy.
Just know you might want to be quiet because it is.
Oh yeah. I know. He very sad. But like, oh man, you know, I'm not very good at the rights, but I can dig a hole. I love the holes. And you see very gently sort of like in like deep respect, and like it's sort of like this swaying mourning, like professional mourner of some kind, is Vandy Banderdash, who sort of follows up the sort of the uproar that Dig is providing. And you meet face to face with Vandy, and she seems very polite and very somber.
Miss Banderdash, do you have any injured, or is it mainly just dealing with the bodies that have fallen?
We had a few injured. It was Dig who helped the first waves, who fell down and survived. And soon the guard after, but if it was not for Dig's quick thinking, our group here would have been taken by surprise quite quickly, I think. And I owe him a lot more credit than I give him. And she leans down, and a very slow and methodical hand reaches out to Dig's head and sort of gives a nice, like, caress, a little rub on his noggin before her hand retreats. And she all looks to you. There is a lot to do, and I would like to thank you. I appreciate for you helping put down the few souls that were left on the hill. I did not know who I could get in to then to dispatch the rest of the reason.
How did you know? Did you send a group to check in, or did you just hear it?
Dig was there.
In the background of the last time, Dig was like walking up, killing a zombie and dragging.
He's doing the Monkey D. Luffy thing where he's just pushing it back down to the ground.
But like, you know, Dig sits there and he does the fucking like people point. Oh, it's them! Fucking yeah.
Miss Banderdash, I'm not too familiar with funeral rites, but is it not common in this land to bless or purify the deceased against necromantic reanimation?
That's part of why we are so distressed. The amount of horrible power that this light possesses is shocking to even us. Our funeral rites include the local blessings for their religion, but also the blessings of Gozara and the Lady of the Light. And they both provide protections for this, for this is a holy place. This is a place for the souls of the departed to rest finally. And for them to be exhumed and desecrated is beyond my understanding.
So, are you blessing them so they can't get up again?
This is just part of regular funeral rites. To honor the dead is to lay them to rest properly, without issues or suspicions that they would rise ever. Between Gozara and between the gods that do lay protections here, this is born of something deeply unnatural.
So, do you need to take precautions in case they arise again?
I'm worried that even if we do bury them, they will be risen again by this strange, otherworldly light that befell us.
Are people alright with cremation? That might be...
Which is why we're going to have to take a lot of time to discuss it with the families about cremations. Everybody has their own versions of how they want their dead to be remembered, and it goes directly against quite a few of the townsfolk who cremate directly. So we do cremations. This is going to be a challenge of a challenge presented through communion or conversation with the townsfolk.
If the undead rise again, is it really?
Not going. This is a. And she sort of like has like tears, and she's like trying not to well up. She puts her hand over her face before she even goes, like raises her voice at all, and she goes, I know the practical applications of this situation demands for cremation of all corpses. However, in this situation, to rest easy the minds of the townsfolk, we have to be diligent, and we have to make sure that each one still gets their proper burial with the recommendation of cremation. It is going to take time, but it will. I am working on it. We all are working on it. We're very busy with it. Or will be very busy with it tomorrow.
And Neil kind of has like a worried look in his eyes.
It was so simple just to destroy the remains of a loved one. I would. But with my position in town, I think I would lose my ability to protect it because they would remove me from my position.
I mean, I do understand, but, and as much as a hard question as it is, would they rather have a funeral rite that is going to cremate their family's body, or have the possibility of having their alive family be assaulted by their dead family?
This is a question that needs to be asked to the families in question, and it's a horrible question to ask, especially from those who are still recently suffering or grieving. So, that is nothing for you heroes to worry about. I will handle it from here, as I am ordained to.
It will be a problem if, it happens again. So
we are doing what we can as of now to prevent this from happening again. If it is any
And this is what I was
to you.
going to ask you about. It is not my place to make demands of you, but I beg you, if there's any way you could cease this particular instance, I would appreciate it. I am going, for those of you, and she looks past, our, oh god, memories, or names are disappearing out of my head in like fucking water.
Sparrow, Arco, Vetch.
She looks past Vetch and goes, we're planning to place wards to try and prevent further corruption. We have a bunch of other things that we have plans for, but prevention is our namesake. I would appreciate it if you did not underestimate me.
I just wanted to know what was the mayor.
Which I will also be having to explain this to the mayor and the guard and those who are terrified. I'm trying not to, incite a riot. Honestly, it's going to be a few sleepless nights.
And you kind of looks annoyed. For like out of game context, it's to like why he looks annoyed. It's like, yeah, I've been fighting a cobalt, dragons, every day since I got here, lady. You're not the only one who's busy. He doesn't say that out loud, but
fuck, dude, you're so mean. She doesn't
Daniel's
have
not exactly good at this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I guess not.
he's
He
not-
doesn't
he's
carry
not-
that kind of energy at all. If anything, the mayor was absolutely putting on, my time's more important than yours, but like her,
It might be
trying
because
not to cry.
I think it might be just because he was just dealing with the mayor, and now he's dealing with another one. He's not that like, Enya's sympathetic to a point. Like,
Yeah.
He's not
Like, all right, that's
sympathetic
it.
with,
I'm done here.
It's like, do you like if a person's like, man, I'm working like 5 jobs, like, yeah, okay, just I can work 5 jobs too. Do
Yeah.
something else.
I love the idea that this is also like the moment where you guys either become heroes or anti-heroes, where you just like, fuck it, the mage is burning the bodies. It's like just removing the ability for like choice for these creatures. It's
Yeah, if I
insane.
was a mage, Enya would have done that. If Enya was a mage.
Starts
No joke.
cremating people and like they have to fight you off. Stop it.
Well, without a proper explanation, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, we can continue.
yeah, continuing. You guys seem to have like she has wrapped up what she has to say. She seems to be very happy that you're here. She seems incredibly mournful. Like she is. It looks like it's someone who is holding up a mountain's worth of depression behind a very sweet smile. And she is pleasantly trying to get you to be on your way after she took up your time. But she definitely feels she sort of wasted a little bit of your time.
Okay. I mean, I guess we just continue to the end, right?
Where are you guys going?
I believe so. Yeah. We are going to an inn we were recommended.
Oh. Which one?
And isn't it the same one we stayed at?
I don't know what that one is.
Is it?
It's the
Is
same
it, is it
one.
the same one?
It's the same one we stayed at on your first day in town. With us.
I don't know. I've stayed in, town for a few times, but is it the one
The one
on
I
the,
took-
across the? And he just starts like trying to like map out on his hands, like what the fuck you're
The
talking
one I
about.
took you a bath in.
Oh, okay. If I get done early, I'll come visit you. Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
I miss you guys.
We miss you
Miss
too.
you too. Enya gives Dig a hug.
And then he gives you a hug back. He hugs you with a shovel in his hand though, so it's like you like have
That's
like
fine.
this cold metal sort of wrap around
I
you.
probably have like dirt at the back of my head.
Yeah.
That probably
and-
has like.
He swings his arm around. He swings his arms around you and hugs you so quickly that the shovel smacks you in the back of the head.
That's fine.
He's very small. It only goes around his leg. And so, you guys continue your adventure. Fucking adventure. You continue your walk after basically being fucking hammered day in and day out by the creeps and the monsters to the Rowdy Rockfish just up ahead. And inside is what is exactly what you think would be waiting for you at an inn for celebrated heroes at this point. You have a very, very thankful Relda Vinkervale,
Relda.
who sort of, when you open the door, her and her sons just, like, there's barely anybody here, outside of, like, some of the, like, hard regulars, but, like, she's prepped an entire table, things have been pushed away, and there's a feast on it. There's fucking food, and she seems like she's coping and just is really happy to have you all back. Vinkervale image.
This is the lady who had like a missing child, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Is this for us?
Yes, please come in. Please, no, come in.
This is like a total attitude 180, right?
No.
Oh, really?
I think
question.
she was friendly from the beginning.
She was friendly, she's very motherly and homely, and this time it feels like it's doting.
Quick question. Does prestidigitation do a good enough job to get rid of all the stuff that smells just terrible? Or do we smell like literal death?
Absolutely it does. It can also heat up and flavor stuff, but narratively, you're allowed to smell as bad as you'd like. So, if you walk
it
in
probably-
smelling like
No,
yesterday's lunch,
If I have the magical ability for free to get rid of it, I will get rid of it.
Here,
But if I
post
do
the
not
spell.
have that,
I thought you were sitting like, I know this presentation does get rid of smell, but can I be
No.
smelly? I'd be like, go for it.
I did not know if prestidigitation was that good.
A prestidigitation, I think, go ahead.
Does it also get rid of like dirt and stuff?
It can also dirty things. You could prestidigitation
cleans
mud
and
on this
dirty.
shit. Yeah. It
Kind of open. Oh.
prestidigitation is OP to the discerning role player's eyes. However, you know, there's other people who think it's fucking useless.
No, I
What?
love it.
Yeah. Prestidigitation
I'll have
is
cleaned this up enough that we don't stink of literal corpse.
yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah. And she seems to immediately recognize Vin, who's with you. And you all sort of sit down, and Vin patches you up using what looks like magic. And all of you are healed to full. And you are allowed to roleplay amongst yourselves as people are sort of leaving you alone. Rin is enjoying a good conversation with Vinkervale in the corner, drinking a... Like, Vin is in the room, but she's close to the door. But she still has a giant mug of ale in her hand. And she's chugging. She's loving right now.
And you kind of whispers to the party. Does anybody else think the mayor is kind of bad at his job?
Oh, he 100% is setting us up to, if things fail, we take the blame. You're like, oh, we're putting all of our chips on you. Like you are the ones that can save this town. I'm going to tell all the citizens that you're on the job. That is 100% textbook. If we fail, then it's not his fault.
Yes,
It's our
and
fault.
he was like, we were saying, hey, the guards didn't help at all. And he's like, speak with the guard captain. And who appoints the guard captain? Isn't it the mayor? I think, yes?
I
wanted
it
to say that.
technically could be an elected position, but I don't know how the government in this town works.
I have no
Can
idea.
I do a knowledge roll call?
That would be a
Yes,
society.
that would be a society.
Yeah, society. How is the captain of the guard voted in?
From what you've heard, there should be a voting process of some kind.
I mean, it doesn't mean they're clean.
I don't know. Hey, you would assume the mayor can be like, hey, guard captain, do better or something, but I don't know. He's kind of Anyways, man, I didn't think about it before, but we're doing a lot.
We've done a lot.
Mhm.
Are you guys tired or?
Oh, I've been tired for a while at this point.
Trying to think of the last time our characters slept. I think
Was
the
it
last
at
time
the was it
our
at the top
characters-
floor of the lighthouse, or was it like?
Yeah,
No,
it was
at
like
the
a middle
top.
ground.
It was in the musty room in the basement.
Was it
Oh,
the room with,
yeah.
like after we fought
We
the
all-
Minotaur
we-
thing?
We all passed out right after getting our asses beat by the grub thing.
Yeah, the grub.
Yeah.
We're
There
like,
was the
that's
grub,
the
then there was
last
like the giant like skeleton thing with the sword that we just kind of played monkey in the middle with.
Yeah, we didn't sleep after that. That's just where we ended the session.
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
Akko,
it's
you
been-
must be super tired. Like every time we take a break in between, you just have to constantly heal us all. I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually doing all right on that. Like, you know, I could use a nap. And a nice bath. Nice meal. Warm food.
I know for a fact I could definitely just take a chance to sit outside for a bit. I need actual sunlight and not swampy, shadowed light.
I think my adrenaline is still running. I kind of still want to dance around and move around.
What, just shake the energy off you?
I don't think that's how adrenaline works. It's been like 45 minutes.
I think like it didn't drop yet because like we're still in like walking through the city like looking around, but now we sat down. Oh, take a breath.
Daniel's got a sugar crash.
Oh, absolutely. And Yo's gonna go outside, do like a few like cartwheels, and then just like faceplant into the dirt.
You do notice Enyo's grabbing a bunch of the pastries. It's a wonder how skinny he is.
What are the different kinds?
I don't know what kinds of pastries were made.
How is Brelda? How's Brelda been up to this point? How's she been handling herself?
Brilda seems to have settled down. She is off in the corner, like I said earlier, across from Vryn. And Vryn is sort of discussing like different things, and her hand is open. And Vryn Vinkervale sort of got like this like sort of narrowed-eyed conversation, and then like looks like some sort of like sort of weird like transaction between the two, less conversation now that you're sort of spectating what's going on. And her sons have all taken up also a table in the back, and they are as tired as they are rowdy. They are just sort of like haphazardly sort of just like the co-workers at work all take a break at the same time kind of energy. It's like it's hyper but also exhausted, and they're just sort of in the back.
How old are her sons?
They seem to be not children, but more like either young adults or high 40s, or like high 30s, excuse me.
Wait, high 30? Oh, so some are like high 30s, some are young adults.
Yeah.
Like there's two of them, or how many?
Yeah, there's like 3 of them specifically.
I knew I was gonna go over to them. Like, how you guys doing? Did you guys see the skeletons and stuff? You guys okay?
I see no skeletons. Mom's got us quite busy. Was there skeletons? Sorry? All I know is that we're celebrating something.
Oh yes, we're celebrating the killing of the skeleton.
I could drink to that. And you see the 3 of them all raise their glasses, and they swallow a half a pint's worth of fucking ale.
Yeah, Enyo drinks he looks for something to grab. Drinks it.
They all seem to continue to their own conversation, almost like sort of like dropping you out of it entirely.
Oh.
Not in like a malicious way, more like we're drunk dumbasses and we're just in our moment, and they just start familiarizing.
You're not in our friend circle.
that I would say a highly like fashionable or like more noble people would do. You're not our friend circle. These guys are just they're in their element discussing stuff.
They're such like good like brothers / friends.
Yeah,
Dudes chatting.
It's like you interrupted a Warhammer conversation. They did the pleasantries of, yeah, hi, how are you? And then they went back to their Warhammer conversation.
Yes.
And like Enya doesn't really know how to like interject again, so he just kind of silently walks away with like some alcohol.
One of them has like incredibly thick spectacles.
You guys want to challenge each other to drinking? You can drink them up?
Are you talking to us?
Yeah.
No, I want to take a bath and go to bed.
Come on, just a little bit of drinking. You go to... You'll sleep for a little bit longer if you drink.
And then wake up worse.
There's like a hand.
Fucking healers, a teetotaler, boys. No social drinking here. Get the fuck out of my room.
I don't know. I don't really get too bad of hangovers. Maybe I'm just used to it.
If anybody has a high alcohol tolerance, I'm honestly not surprised it would be Enyo after what we know about him.
Whenever he gets hit, he falls flat in the ground.
And I get the feeling that Enyo is like generally just like a periodic drinker for all kinds of reasons, so he's probably gotten used to it. Very social drinker.
Yeah, he doesn't really drink by himself, but he wants everyone to have fun. So he was like, "Oh, that's fun."
How is Vesh enjoying the ale?
I'm gonna say Vetch probably just like straight up doesn't drink alcohol. I don't think that they even really can. I don't think alcohol would be good for plants. That being said, I'm sure they're finding it's not good for anybody, but I assume like it's especially probably not good for plants. That said, I'm sure she more than likely would find something else, maybe like some fruits or something that's being served on the tables, and is trying to spark conversations with a few of the people who are around.
How does Vetch eat?
I honestly am not sure.
They just like their like roots grow out of their like fingers or something, and then they just like stick in their hands in like a cup or something.
To this point, I've been imagining it being kind of similar to like how people like compost things like orange peels and stuff. I imagine they just kind of like hold on to things and just like hold it and absorb it somehow.
Yeah. Oh, do their like head like wraps around it and like it just
maybe like some of the vines like hold on to stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say.
Speaking of the vines, we still have Borbo here as well as Borbo's with us. Don't forget that. Not sure exactly what they do in the situation.
No.
Out of character.
I'm composting.
Plants absorb alcohol via their roots, which can cause severe dehydration and kill the plant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense.
Which is why I was asking.
You're like a magical plant person. You probably have tolerance.
I'm sure there's probably more tolerance than just like dumping alcohol into like a field or something. Yeah. But like, I still feel like they probably try to avoid it.
Yeah, and Vetch's sort of form can grow and weave as the way they will. So like they have like little fly traps. They could put like small bits of meat in sustenance.
Oh, that'd be cool. Like and growing like little Venus flytraps or something. Like stick little pieces of like meat and stuff in there.
Yeah.
That's actually a really cool description.
That actually is neat as hell. I'm keeping that.
You're doing okay, Sparrow? You want to have a drinking competition? So we can
No.
Oh. And yeah, looks sad.
Hey, Corvoda, can you add a hero point to your character sheet, please?
Yes, I can.
A clouded mind is fit for the stars to influence.
So, none of you drink, or is this just like you don't feel like drinking right now?
If you're interested. That is not the link that I copied.
So wait, Sparrow, you never drink?
No.
Like your whole life?
I mean, people have like drinks they make themselves that don't let the stars influence you.
So being drunk is stars influence.
If you're fearful of everything the stars are doing, isn't that an influence in a way? Why don't you just not care about them?
Don't know if I'd like talking to you. Every time we have a conversation like this.
I just like am curious, that's all. I'm not you could like I'm not saying I'm right or you're wrong. I'm just kidding. It's like
I'm trying to hold in my laughter.
How do I drink to spite the stars?
it's just like
Or is it a trap to get me to drink so the stars
I'm-
can influence me even more?
I mean, it could be, it could not be. I think the only thing that works against, you know, not being influenced by something is indifference. Yes.
I think I'm going to bed.
Okay. Have a good night. he literally he just goes to bed staring at the ceiling. Doesn't even get a full night's rest.
You guys gotta stop giving Sparrow an existential crisis like every conversation.
Fuck. He broke him, bro. And his fucking response is, I don't like talking to you. He fucked his
And
day
it was
up
like got like
immediately.
upset. And it was like he just wanted to like, wait, isn't this? He's like, what?
Oh, holy shit. Okay, we could probably rap about that later, but I'm in love. That's great. Also, Sleepy, all your party members don't know how to fucking party, dude. They suck.
Yeah, it's like okay.
And you
guess I
guys
didn't
celebrate
find myself.
victories. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna put this into perspective for you.
Almost.
The professional dancer is in a party with the archaeologist's son, the demon hunter, the monster hunter, and the animated plant. What are you expecting? A bunch of drinking people?
The archaeologic son fucking gets me. I don't know. My dad never let us drink anything.
A nerd, a emo, and
When you're
The
going
tree.
to far out dig sites, packing a bunch of alcohol is not high on the list of shit I want to
It
carry
is.
around.
Okay, you were just disconnected from reality right now, so that is exactly what people pack.
yeah. I mean, I was about. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I think.
A lot of people back in the day, water was a rarity due to how easily poisoned it was, and due to alcohol.
Not when you have magic powers and create water.
That's true.
I'm
Well, then
saying
that means you don't
back
have to
in
carry
the-
your own water, so you have space to carry the alcohol.
Oh.
Yes!
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, bro.
No, it makes sense. Like Akko's more of a studious type, right? So
Apparently,
they
I don't know what
really-
kind of type he is.
I don't know if I do either.
I think at the very least, in this instance, Akko is like tired, so he doesn't
Oh, yeah.
want to have alcohol.
I just got my ass beat by a giant crab spider thing.
Me too. I literally got poisoned by it.
I want to go to bed. I don't want to knock back fucking 5 things of rum.
Okay. How about one thing, Adora? Please. For me.
Roll
agrees
a
and-
persuasion check, I guess.
First.
Or maybe, what are the rolls?
Where's my diplomacy, right?
Yeah, roll a diplomacy check.
This kind of shit is out of my hands. I don't like PvP, but here we go, baby.
I guess I'll
not- it's
drink
not
one
PvP.
drink.
Player versus
It's
player.
a 23.
Oh, he fucking sits there and just goes on about how, you know, regardless of their medical benefits of providing alcohol to wounds, they're fucking pretty delicious. You should try some. I guess. I don't know what his argument is, but it's just, you're compelled.
Putting
he just-
alcohol in wounds is like
You're
good
compelled?
If you have no
I said
other
I don't know what I'm
option.
talking about.
he just like he just has like his diplomacy is like just being like him getting like a frown and just like please. It's just
Not the little guy argument. Fuck.
just a little guy. He's just a little guy.
Ugh.
So yeah, his diplomacy is him being cute. That's all.
And Akko will get 1 alcoholic beverage.
Yeah. Your Bevagre.
And like 3 tankards of water.
Yeah.
He does not want a hangover. May or may not be a lightweight. There is no confirming or denying.
You
Pretty sure you have a pretty good constitution.
you partake of this alcohol, and this isn't any bargain bin bullshit baby alcohol. This is some pretty decent stuff. From at least what Enyo would know.
So pint glass of pure Everclear.
Yeah, just the fuck yourself up and forget tomorrow thing. No, it's not Everclear. It's just sort
Akko
of
grabs like the wrong type of alcohol. It's just drunk immediately. It's like, no, don't grab that.
so another question.
If they offer something fruity, Akko will go for something fruity.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, it's because they have a lot of different fruit lines as well. So I'm guessing you crack open or in partaking of one of the multiple fruit lines that have been opened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's actually very well made.
What was that one?
What was that one? What did you pick up? Read the bottle.
I think this is a blueberry schnapps.
Ooh.
Blueberry. And you're like, just like, after you're like done taking your sips, just like takes his own, grabs it. A little impolitely.
You got this one drink for me. What are you doing, bro?
No.
I said I had one
after
drink.
you're done. After you're done. He waited till after you're done. And it's from the bottle, not from the cup. Okay. So are we talking to Rin in the morning or right now?
She's here.
Rin,
I suppose it's.
are we
talk
talking
for
to
now
you
if
in
you
the
wish to.
morning or right now?
Rin sort of like waves over to you and goes, hello. Okay, 1 second. Listen. And then like the conversation sort of is drawing to a close with Vinkervale. And you see an exchange of some kind. And Vinkervale stands up. He goes, okay. You all, for at least a few months, can be housed here for no cost. We will provide you breakfasts, we'll provide you showers, place to sleep, and we don't have anything other than lodgings, meals, and beverages. However, if you need help finding stuff in town, you could ask me. And Ren goes, excellent, thank you. Oh, you don't know how much you're doing me a favor. And he's like,
Wait,
we'll talk about more of this later.
Do we all get our own rooms or do we have to share rooms?
Rin has a sly look to Vinkerbell. And Vinker goes, yes, you will all have your own rooms at request.
I'm fine with either. It's fine. Well, I don't know about my party members.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Okay.
From what we have with Rin, what you need is a room to share, a room separate. You can ask me and I will provide.
Okay. Thumbs up.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't thank me. Thank Ren. Oh, I don't
I
particularly
thank the
mind
room. Thank you.
you staying here. He goes, no problem. Sweetie. So, I forgot what we were going to talk about, but I did get you lodgings.
Yes. Do you want to talk about the stuff that you found in the morning or?
I'd rather not talk inside any longer. I'd rather be outside to talk.
It's where the stars listen to Sparrowhawk.
I think we're all a little bit tired right now, so we
Then
talk to you in the morning.
you could visit me in the morning if you like, but
Okay.
But it's fine. But you go.
Okay.
And then with that steps out immediately. She gets out of the house, and you see like she's been like. Can you roll me perception?
everyone?
Anybody who's paying attention to her leaving.
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
Wah, wah.
15.
Sparrowhawk, Inyo, and Acosium. Acosium a little less, but you all see that she seems incredibly uncomfortable inside this tavern. Like it's like it she looks like she's been stifling like this like barfy sort of like face, like, you know, just trying to hold back. But she seems to be much better now that she's walked outside.
Been away from the stars too long. She's addicted.
Mm-hmm.
Going through withdrawals. And
Oh,
I had an actually moment I had to hold back. Sure, yeah. Yeah, man, you can interpret it all the way you want, except my
Well,
brain
man,
doesn't want you to. Shut up, brain.
Oh, so what you're telling me, Tech, is just to make random theories, so you just tell me the answer?
No, it's not gonna happen. I'm in control here, don't worry.
Government
I mean, she
drones when they
secretly
can't
has a
transmit back.
skeleton. She was uncomfortable in a room full of people who don't have skeletons.
Is that your bit of roleplay that you've contributed after hours, motherfucker? Is the skeletons bit? I'll kill you.
His roleplay was like go staring at the roof.
Oh, no,
because
that-
of existential crisis.
Crisis fucking got me. No, the scene sort of is wrapping up quickly as you all partake of your pleasures of bathing and making sure to self-care and your 3 mugs of cold water. And you sort of sort out your things. Of course, as the night draws to a close, Vesh, you find yourself outside.
Mm-hmm.
You are, from what you can, sort of absorbing the moonlight. What are you doing exactly?
This is the second time I've had time outside of this inn, but I think this might be the first time they've spent time like outside at night. And I like to imagine when in a new location or in a new setting, they really much like to absorb just like their surroundings and take in all the sights. Especially like with it being nighttime and the moonlight shining down and everything, the light kind of shines at different angles than she is used to seeing, and at the keeping track of like how the wind is blowing, clouds in the sky, and the way it like reflects
Yes.
off the trees and such.
I have this image, if you permits me, of like upon like, you know, you finding your place to settle is that your foliage that you usually keep very tight to your sort of home, it just blooms and opens, and your vines from their compact sort of self sort of unravels slowly as like plumage and like beautiful like leaves sort of just like open and to accept this light and to relax yourself.
Yeah, I imagine when they're finally like settled in with like the natural environment that they're in, and they finally have like a good understanding of the location they're in, I like to think they like ingrain themselves into the ground a little bit and just kind of return to plant for a little while. Like they unravel, they grow out in different directions,
Yes.
loosen up for a while, just take it all in.
Yeah, absolutely. And your moments aside from this, you feel from the cold air and like sort of like the ocean that is like in the background, the smell of it, you feel warm in your chest, just sort of content.
Good to finally be out of a swamp. It's not exactly my kind of nature. It's not what I'm
Yes.
used to, at least.
Yeah, this warmth sort of is sort of pushes over your home, your welcomed sort of like structure.
Is it something that I'm used to feeling, or is it something that's standing out in particular?
This is something that isn't warmth that you're not unfamiliar with, but not something that happens Like maybe you presume the warmth comes from just you sort of adorning yourself back into nature, or something else. But this warmth is a comfort that comes back to you whenever you permit yourself moments such as these.
Good to know. If this is something I've felt multiple times before, then yeah, I'm definitely like associating this good comfort warmth with being in my element, being somewhere where I feel comfortable.
Okay. It's not entirely alien. Sparrowhawk, you with your gear sort of strapped and now ready to head up to your room. Are you sharing rooms with anybody, or are you yet again separating from the party?
Yeah, I got my own room.
Okay, so you set up into your own room, and you are free finally to sort of unstrap your armor and lay down for the night. Is there anything you do, or sort of is there any practiced like things that you do before bed, like cleaning weapons or?
Yeah, I gotta clean the gun blade and reassemble all like the moving parts and mechanisms.
Very
Refresh my
ritualistic.
ammo. And probably have to commune with Shadow.
Okay. And how does this communion go? Sort of, it's been
Probably.
a hot minute since you've been able to be alone to commune.
Yeah, probably just teaching Shadow the maintenance and stuff like that.
Okay. So this is more of, instead of like a reconnection, more of like an instructional.
It's the beginning of Megamind where the criminals are teaching Megamind. And it's just Sparrowhawk holding up a picture of the stars, pointing at him, like shaking his head no.
And then he looks at it. Am I influenced by them by fearing them?
What is the truth?
Is that all you do, Sparrowhawk, or is there anything else you'd like to do before we move on?
I think that's it.
Okay. Then we have someone who's either after a bath or currently knee-deep in a bath. Fucking Soul Sun's character, Akosium. What are you doing for the last bits of the resting up for the pull of the night?
I guess probably doing whatever needs to be done. I guess to just like meditation or something to refocus the curse.
Yeah.
My curse's energy into not just leaking out life essence.
What does it look like when like the curse sort of projects or sort of starts like overcoming yourself? Do there cracks open up, or is there like something that is a permanent scar on yourself that sort of leaks out? Maybe a hole in your chest?
Life energy flows outward from you and connects you to all living things, but you expend your vital essence to do so. Your presence comforts the ill and injured, causes scars, fades slightly, spurs new growth in plants, and otherwise infuses your surroundings with vitality. It doesn't really specify that I look different. There are other curses that do specify you look different.
This is a flavor thing. I'm asking for a question
So-
of character development.
So like people around him will just feel like nice.
Oh yeah. Part of the reason why I haven't given you any fatigue.
I guess maybe his scales get darker. Like they're like the colors like fading from his scales, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. You like finally from having time to like sort of hold yourself back up. The vitality has been like permeating from you finally returns to you. You look like you are back in control of whatever that is sort of this curse that is holding over you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you're doing tonight? Anybody want to do any sneaking out or having, like, I don't know, do anything at this point? You feel free. Like 5 things that I wanted to mention came up into my head. 3 of them were plot lines. 2 of them were dumb jokes.
I think for this night, Enyo's just gonna be probably also taking a bath. And
Yeah.
also maintaining like 5 different weapons. So he's like, okay, this one needs cleaning. This one
Where,
needs
where do you
cleaning.
keep all your sword oil?
So
In the party bag that we drag around.
But Akko will be trying to wake up earlier than everyone else to go swimming in the morning.
okay. So we will continue with everybody going the fuck to sleep after spending more hours than they should be awake after another long fucking day. And all of you are returned to full. If you have any status effects previously, feel free to remove them if they're debuffs. Otherwise, you guys are peak.
I think we just hit
baby.
the rest for night button.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a rest for the night button. Yeah.
Because that refills all your spell slots and your
Ah,
resets
yosh,
your-
Not
Yosh.
helpful.
oh,
Yosh.
Oh, it also doesn't get rid of the fresh produce.
Nope.
Oh,
you
Well,
have
I
to
mean, you
handle
should get rid of that.
yourself.
It doesn't last forever.
yeah. I mean, I did manually, but I thought that the
It
resting for
should.
the night thing would do it.
The produce is too powerful.
Yosh.
The cabbage is too mighty.
They won't get off of me. Yeah. So sort of night descends. As all of you sort of drift off to sleep. Vash, where are you sleeping tonight? Are you sort of like resting as a plant pot outside, or are you going to like commune with the human requirement?
I'd say they'd probably rest outside, but they have no issue going back inside when everybody wakes up.
Yeah. Yes. So you see Vinkervale try to accommodate you somehow. He like sort of walks out with like a sheet. She's like sitting there looking at you like, no. And then she sort of walks back in with her sheet and she walks back out and she's like, and then she walks back in and then you sort of lose consciousness, and you wake up with, a fence around you.
A fence?
Yes. Sort of like a very very loose, just a protective fence, just to like keep out
Rats.
anything that new air dwells. And like you got your own little like they have like a stick sitting in like the dirt next to you.
There's like 2 kids like looking at you. It's like, oh, I thought that was a statue.
I was just a decorative like yard piece for the inn. I'm like helping draw attention to the inn for customers in the future.
Yeah.
It's not a gnome.
Some of the mud
Contemporary art.
and like dirt and just sort of like detritus of like everybody walking around through here seems to have like been new sprouts of like different leaves and different sort of life is being returned to like this small little area, which was previously a very well-traveled footpath in between a couple of buildings. And so you are you're in like a fence, but before we get to you, Ecosium, going for a swim?
Gee. Yarp.
Okay, where are you swimming? Okay, cool. I'm gonna say you're allowed to
Well, I
swim
should
as,
probably have to
as
say that.
many hours. Go ahead, say it.
Yeah, I mean, I pinged the map, but then I'm like, oh wait, no, we're playing in a televised program in the ocean, about I don't know, 50 yards from our inn.
Yeah. Very quickly when you dive into the ocean, you sort of are just immediately accosted by the very fucking cold waters that are there. But not, to anything that is beyond you, obviously. You've swum before, especially in ocean waters. And you sort of, are swimming and dicking around in the water and, diving, doing your thing, so, you're practiced. And you see sort of, corals sort of push up from the ground when you sort of get sort of deeper.
Coral?
There's a coral reef here.
In this cold water?
It didn't seem active before until you got near it. Sort of like you see,
It's
like
moving?
yeah, it seems like it's sort of reaching out to you, not like a hand or anything, but it this sort of lifeless gray floor as you sort of dive in, sort of brightens and colorizes as you get closer.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant it was physically like coming to grab me.
No, there's not a coral
was-
issue like
get
down
the
there
fuck out
going
of the water.
swiggity shoggity, we're coming to get your booty. No,
Yeah,
it was,
so there's an encounter here that you have to do by yourself. Actually,
you
So
hear
good luck with
from the inn fucking as your friend is drowning. No, it just seems to like sort of like the colors for sort of fade as you sort of put like swim away from like this small grouping as another grouping ahead of you sort of like grows and waves and colorizes and sort of fades very slowly and bleeds out their color as you sort of swim around the area.
Yeah, I'll dive down and spend a little bit of time around the colorized coral, I guess.
Yeah, and it's definitely a good experience, I would say. Sort of reconnecting with your just your character, I guess, trying to
Yeah.
be awesome. And it's someone else's turn. Brohawk, what are you doing in the morning? Sort of rise up with like the practiced sort of hunter-esque thing that you do. Though it's a little slower than today, your exhaustion finally catched up to you, so you didn't wake up on time, but you're definitely up.
Maybe because you stare. I find it hilarious.
Yeah, it's because the stars are couldn't sleep, of course. It's always their fault. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna get my hair together.
Okay. All right, you buckle up, and Sleepy, you like almost passed out in the tavern without actually going to bed. But
Yeah,
you washed and you hydrated.
I think I knew almost passed out in like the bath because he was just like drinking alcohol in the bath.
Oh, what a recipe for disaster. Yeah. Yeah, if you might have remembered arriving in a bed at some point. Maybe you didn't. But you wake up in your room.
Yeah, Enya has a little bit of a hangover. Not too bad.
It seems
you
like
can-
it's like a little bit later into the afternoon. Morning. I would say later into the morning. It's like, for us, it'd be like 10 a.m.-ish. You know, usually you probably get up like 7. But it's... the city has, or the town specifically, has already seemed to have, like, hustled and, like, is moving, and things are happening as the crescent, excuse me, the sun has already crested the hill over the town.
Do I know if there's like a town crier that like spreads the news and stuff?
You would, yeah.
Yeah, I think Enya does like his morning little routine. He does like some like a handstand just for fun. I don't know. He gathers all his weapons, and like looks around, sees the party is like doing their own thing, and I think he wants to hear what the town's like kind of talking about.
Yeah, there's this fucking kid that's outside, and he's spreading like shock fucking news. He's like, hundreds of dead rise from the grave and are slain by our local heroes. Like just really hitting the fucking families left devastated as untold number of loved ones left unburied. Just really trying to sell up this occasion. This what you've done.
How is like the town reacting? Are they like, oh, stupid
You see-
news? Or
You see a
is-
lot of them are busy.
like busier than normal.
Just trying to probably cope from like the average every day, trying to get through. A lot of those who are still grieving would be in their homes, you would presume. But you see that the shock and the awe is sort of washed over. Definitely, the town, its hustle seems darker versus when it was just
Quieter than
lively
normal.
constantly. Yeah.
Okay. That's sad.
Yeah, there's not a lot of conversations. There's a lot of people keeping their head down, just getting to work, getting shit done.
And he was like trying to think about like how to kind of lighten the mood, but like he thinks it's like, is that the right thing to do? Is just like to lighten the mood for a bunch of mourning people? Like some people might need it, some people might not, right?
Yeah. Divisive this decision might be to whether or not a hero could cheer them up. I do not know. So,
I think so. He's gonna try to find like an area where like the entertainers are.
yeah.
Um,
You see that you sort of head out for everybody else towards the sort of like the market area where people are very much more like just like sort of buying and selling and doing their thing and trade, lots of trade. And like there seems to be a very heavy lack of like street performers currently. There seems to be no real like I would say other than like what small amount of like it's usually like sometimes they provide like a band, but that is like now just single performers who are like either playing like string instruments or just looking away at their lutes.
yeah, I think he might go up to like one of those like people straight playing like the music is like, do you mind if I accompany this with like a dance? I just want to make more people smile if they need it. I don't know. Maybe a joyous song. Unless
Do you
don't think that would be
need?
good.
I
I don't need money right now. No.
do I know you?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, as willing as anybody else might be. Feel free. What kind of tune are you looking for?
What do you think is good for distracting people? I guess.
Loud.
Yeah. So loud tones for exciting that. Yeah.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Maybe we can gather a little bit of people here. Come up with something.
D20 says Game Master.
Okay.
D6 says player.
Is that a performance?
Huh? Feel free to roll your performance.
Okay.
This man's tune is playing just sort of like he's just sort of taking his lute and he's just fucking plucking the fucking things almost out of the lute and he goes ding 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 and he sort of gets like rhythmically with it and like everybody goes just fucking turns and goes what the fuck, and then like sort of you bring this whole act together with
Can I kind of like explain how Enyo kind of, since it's like think and it's like all of it's like breaking.
Yeah.
Enyo kind of does like a silly dance, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of like like falling every now and then, and like kind of but making it look purposeful and all of that. Because,
Yes, yes, that's definitely a success, almost a critical success. But your ally just sort of, you made up for him. So yeah, you succeed in arousing the laughter out of the fewer, more somber people who are partaking in the market this morning. What is Vesh doing?
What am I doing? First thing in the morning, I want to believe that they're just kind of checking in on Berelda, at least first thing, as a thank you for putting up the little fence, and probably just taking care of nature more so than they did before they went to bed because it was late. I want to think they're probably looking around for any spots or locations in the area that look like they need some tending to. Any like fields of flowers or any trees or bushes and stuff like that, and making small talk with some of the locals along the way.
There's no end to the sort of like the plants in this area that need assistance. You sort of like go over in your head like, you know, standardly there should be people out here constantly watering or taking care or communing. And there seems to, from your couple of days living here, there's no like druid coming through here, coming like to like talk to the plants or work with anything.
Maybe that's why Vetch came to this town to begin with back in the day. Then yeah, I think she would probably find the spot nearby that looks like it needs tending to the most and try and figure out exactly what it seems like it needs.
Yeah.
And maybe like if there's anybody local nearby, I imagine they would tell them like, if you see a plant like this, here's how you can help take care of it if you want.
Right. And to some, like, your words are very welcome. To others, they are just like, I don't fucking care. What are you talking to me about fucking plants for? And they're very dismissive. But for those of the few that you seem who sort of remind or try to teach, they seem thankful. And like, you sort of help put together multiple bouquets of flowers that are like available to give, and you seem to have been able to sort of prune any of the currently ailing and suffering plants that are coming through. But you currently in your possession, if you roll me a skill check, will have a number of bushels of successfully grown flowers.
What would you say my skill check would be? Nature, I assume?
I would say a nature would apply here. You could use basically anything, but nature will give you the best success possible.
It's my +7.
Oh, legend. You see as you sort of like push together this from your success, you see that several people who were mourning take some of the flowers and stuff that you brought back from being just gone, and snip off very small amounts of flowers to prepare bouquets for their loved ones. So you sort of, with this success, just to tell you just straight over, you have helped a portion of the city handle their grieving with this situation.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
And you and Vetch tag teaming, handling grieving 2 different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A somber way and a distraction way.
I didn't know how to word that exactly, but that is essentially what has happened. And with that, any last notes you want to put on that before we continue?
I don't really believe so, other than the fact that like this Vetch believes like this is their job, this is what they came here to do. So they're like, they wake up in the morning and they're like, okay, time to get stuff done. Your
purpose, and it's been like 3 days since you've been here last, you know, just because you were off.
We spent all that time locked up in the lighthouse. It was terrible. I hated it.
Yeah.
We're going back.
I gotta get what I can done before I have to leave again.
Before you have to go to must.
And so with that, we will take our first break, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming in here and watching the show. We're going to, the players and I, take our first 15-minute break Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure to use this time to drink water, go to the bathroom, commune with the spirits, talk to the dead, and many other activities. I will see you all shortly. Everybody want to say goodbye for right now?
Bye for now.
Bye. Bye, chat. Welcome back, chatters. Hey, everybody, welcome on in to StarTeam Vault, everybody. We've got more Pathfinder action waiting for you right here. So, sort of jumping right back into it. Hopefully everybody who's watching had a nice break. The Leshy of the group. Good old Plant Orvoda themselves. What are you doing right now? You've sort of
aside from what we were doing earlier?
You've definitely finished up with your routine and making sure a lot of this stuff is doing with your success. I would say you feel like you've done a lot, pretty like accomplished quite a bit, in fact. And it is heading into like the 1 p.m. territory, starting to get into the afternoon.
Vetch would definitely try and catch up with one of the other teammates to see exactly what they're up to doing as well. But I think if they were to head in any direction, are any of them in the direction of the graveyard and the building over there?
Where are you right now, Sleepy?
I was like in the market, but like I was about to basically do the exact same thing as Vetch and like try to find my group mate.
If Enyo's over in the market, I feel like Vetch might meet up with them in the market then. It seems like a decent spot to go.
Yeah, okay. So you probably see him like dancing around.
Yeah.
Trying to make people smile.
I'm gonna go to catch the show.
It's wondrous. Yeah. Though, his companion, who he just seems to be with, is sort of getting the hang of what he's doing, but it is just... Yeah.
Okay. I see my friend over there, so I hope everybody liked the show. Bye.
And you see off in the distance a sort of giving you a massive round of applause, just as much as her little hands can handle, as she's beating them together in celebration. Is this very itty bitty potion seller who seems delighted of your show.
Oh, one second, Rich. Can I get to you? Hello. Can I get 2 potion?
Sorry. The itty bitty potion seller. She looks up with her big eyes. She's wearing like the clothing of the clergy, of the Church of the Dawnflower. And she says, "Hello, mister. Welcome back."
Oh, oh yes, my friend gave you something, yeah? Anyway,
Yes.
I would just like to do the minor potions, nothing big.
Yeah, this
Okay.
box that is definitely 2 sizes too big for her rattles with potions on top of it as she sort of hoists herself up and goes, "These 2?
Yes, I think that would be nice. Yeah?
Thank you. Okay,
Potion
mister."
Santa.
And so, yeah, you make a deal with her and you hand over your gold. And she seems very thankful as she sort of tries to get back down off the box and it rattles again as she's trying to catch her balance. "Have a nice day. Thank you
You
for the
too.
show. You're very funny."
Do you want me to tell Ako anything?
Who? I never
The-
got any of your names. I just call you
the
Hero.
person who gave you the food.
Oh, that's Akko.
Yeah, no, that's the name.
If you see Akko, tell them hello.
Okay, I'll tell them that you said hey. And you'll give them like a little high pat, and then cartwheels away. He's having like a fun time. And then like walks up to Vetch. Am I the first one you found, or are you going?
So far, yeah. I'm still exactly trying to figure out what I want to do to spend the rest of our day today. That being said, I do still have little Borbo up here. I got little Borbo probably still sitting on my head. So we could try and figure out something to do if Borbo has any recommendations at the time.
Yeah, Blurbo, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, did y'all figure out where you're gonna keep him?
Not yet.
And Neo's
The
idea
one
is
thing
to
we
give
knew
him
was
to
that we
Dig.
wanted to get them out of the lighthouse, and we've succeeded, but we
Yeah.
don't know what to do now.
Maybe
It's-
Ren would be willing to look after him?
You are not in the party group just yet, but if you want to start approaching from like the bridge after swimming, or because like it was around 10 that everybody started doing their activities, it's now 1-ish. You have a slot from 10 to 1 if you wanted to do something else, or you could sort of been sort of with Enyo the whole time because he was in the market dancing. It's up to you what you want to do, but you're currently not a part of the scene.
Right, got it.
We're
I guess if
probably
I-
like walking back there.
If I finish swimming, go back, and then everyone's gone, I'll be like, huh, I wonder where they all went. And then probably, ask,
I think
notes,
Sparrow.
notes,
Sparrow's
what's her
there.
name, what's her name?
Who are you looking for? The innkeeper?
Brilda. I'll ask
Brilda,
Brilda,
yeah.
like, where they went, and if I get the direction of the market, then I'll head that way.
Yeah, I think Sparrow's still at the inn.
They left, but they didn't tell me where they're going.
You're right, then. Are
Your
any of them still here?
plant friend might be
everyone.
still outside. Not sure. I've been busy with the service inside. This is the wrong voice. I've been busy with the service inside.
Of course. Thank you for your help.
Make sure to say hello to your friends for me.
Will do.
Fair tidings.
Fair tidings. Head out and... Did we really didn't have a plan for the day? I guess we're just gonna go talk to Rin in the morning?
Yeah, that was the plan basically.
You go outside and you just see what seems to be like a weirdly small vent encasing a very small amount of dirt.
Interesting.
Hey, that dirt should be pretty lush.
There should be a
Yeah,
gnome
but it's
here.
not a whole big fence.
Yeah.
You think there should be a gnome here? I'm
If
kidding.
I
The
had a
gnome
gnome, I would
missing.
place the gnome. Maybe that's what I'll buy with my 50 gold. I'll buy a bunch of gnomes to put
There's
in.
550 gnomes.
Well, I guess if... Did I see that Sparrowhawk was still at the inn, or was I told that no one was there?
I think Sparrowhawk would have left to start getting more bullets.
Yeah, Sparrowhawk seems to be gone. Thank you, Sparrowhawk. We didn't know what you were doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I think I would assume they went to talk to Ren without me, and I would head off to talk to Ren.
Okay.
You'll probably see us like going across the bridge when we're going back, I would assume,
Yeah.
right?
You will yeah. Oh well. No, in this time lot, I think Soul would end up going visiting Ren by themselves for now. Yeah. We'll go back to Soul visiting Ren and everybody. Because he'll be coming back once it's time for you guys. So, like, he's coming back from Ren's when you guys are, like, sort of heading across this bridge.
I think we're all most of us want to talk to Rin. That's the thing.
More.
Okay.
It's
You
just
could wait-
they get there
you-
first.
He could wait it there at Ren's if he'd like, essentially. Being lost is perfect. Yeah, so what's going on exactly?
I think I just assumed that they had gone to Ren's without me, and I'll head up there.
You definitely bump in, and sorry if we're doing a small amount of time rewind here, chatters. You bump into a busy vet who is busy sort of gathering and moving around the city and sort of like helping out and pruning and cleaning and revitalizing a lot of the plant life. And Vin immediately, or not Vin, but Vetch immediately looks up to see you passing by, heading towards Rin's Wonders, because the plants in the area just suddenly burst like with life. You know, they sort of all just carry themselves. They look up. You see each other.
I mean, if I see, Vetch, then I'll go over to them instead of head to Ren's.
Yeah, you find Vetch, who's for this still going to be busy. So Vetch, if you want to do any amount of role play, but you're still definitely in the role play of you like helping out the city.
So this is like
Okay.
before you met.
Yeah,
up
this
with
is
them.
this is
Okay.
just a
Yes.
little bit of time travel.
So I'm just taking care of these plants in the way that it seems like they need it. There's not really anybody around this town who regularly takes care of them. And I understand that in nature many plants just tend to take care of themselves, but when you're in a town like this, they oftentimes don't get what they need. So I like to try and help out what I can, and I think these people of the town probably need something like this right now.
Yeah. Understandable. Have you seen any of our other members about? I checked the inn, but no one was there, so I thought you all headed to Ren's.
I think I saw Enyo doing something in the town, but they look like they might have been with somebody else. I think they're just doing their normal dance routines and such.
Well, how much more of your rounds, I guess, have you got?
At this point, probably not all that too much left. There was just, I think there was like a small patch of bushes over there that look like they need some pruning that I'll probably get to as soon as I'm done here, and that should be enough for the day.
All right, well, should we stick together or split up and then try and find Sparrowhawk and Enya? Because we were all gonna head to Ren's, right?
Yeah, I could go and check up on Enyo, and while you go and try and find Sparrowhawk.
Any idea where he went?
Not a clue, honestly.
Good luck. Walks away. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I would give you a hint if I
Maybe-
had anything, but I really don't. I haven't seen them pass by me at all. If that's a hint towards anything, they're probably not over in this direction. I just point whatever direction Sparrow's probably not in.
I mean, he's probably headed towards the market outside of character.
Yeah, I mean, none of the inns would make sense since we already have one. So, the market, unless he's swimming like I was, but I didn't see him down by the beach.
You're out
Or
swimming?
maybe on one of the overlooks, just enjoying the view? I don't know.
Maybe.
Market seems like probably the best place to check first.
Probably, especially if Enyo's over there. Might as well do check around too. Maybe they're
Okay.
watching.
Want to, whoever finds anybody, we just wait in the market for the other one to show up?
Sounds good to me. Well, that'll just be our meeting place.
Got it. Alright, well, best of luck with your pruning and care of plans.
See you in a bit.
See you.
Lovely. And we accelerated forward a bit in time. That leaves Sol or Akko. What are you doing in the market while you're waiting for your friends? Because you see Sleepy sort of dancing. You have your other friend who's busy. You're allowed to sort of allotted an action if you'd like to take to do something.
Oh, so I get there and I see Enyo doing like a
Yes.
dance thing?
Yeah.
Well, I've found one of them. Is that little bakery still? Is the bakery open?
Yes.
I will get a box of confectionaries and then I'll walk around looking for Sparrowhawk.
Yeah. You have a
I'll
box.
be keeping Enyo like within my peripherals to make sure he doesn't disappear somewhere.
In my
You,
sugary grasp.
But other than that, looking for Sparrowhawk.
yeah. You pick up a nice whole like thing of confectionaries from Frank's Bakes, and you go off to.
Hold on, Frank.
Sorry, I'm just
You might wanna
imagining
reconsider.
Akko holding. I just imagine Akko holding Enyo like a stuffed toy. Stay. It's just like, I don't know. It's just a random image.
Yeah, no. Frank's Bakes is a very popular bakery around here. They seem to only make confectionaries. Frank seems to be like a house name, not necessarily someone's name who works here, because there's a lot of like sort of just people in and out, just sort of working, and there's like this very pleasant old lady behind the counter.
What's the specialty confectionery of Frank's Bakery?
Um,
Like, do they do like, I don't know, cannolis or like, eclairs? Like, what they do with cookies? muffins?
they make I had a fucking name in my head for a cookie.
Crab ragu.
No,
Out of
it's
nowhere.
Ooh,
it's
cookie.
hold on.
Crab ragu cookies.
I can't believe you're making me Google fucking cookies, dude.
The woes of a dungeon master.
Look up the list of like unlockable cookies in Cookie Clicker to get every cookie known to man.
Stop.
Why would you?
Let me just open Cookie Clicker real quick.
Quick, take a D4.
Yeah, taser him.
Madeleines. They specialize in madeleines.
Ooh. Those are good.
Madeline cookie. Oh, like seashell cookies. Amazing.
I'm the best. I'll work real hard for that one. I'm getting myself a pat on the back.
Love Madeline. Quite good.
Are they dipped in anything, or is it just kind of like plain?
Just a plain Madeline.
You usually
But-
dip them in like coffee.
But legendarily, they are not dry.
Yeah, I'll get a decent sized box of them.
Madeleines? Okay.
Yeah, they're the specialty of the Frank's Bakery. So.
Yep. Frank's Bakes.
Yep. So searching around, do I see any traces
Sparrowhawk,
of-
going to you. Where has your morning commute taken you?
I guess just to the shops.
Okay. On your travels to the shop, you come across a particular shop, sort of looking for deals and somewhat for your average stuffs. And there seems to be like sort of like it's not one of the stalls, it's one of the buildings that are nearby. And inside of it, it says, baubles, trinkets, and more inside. And it sort of is just, it seems like it says general magics at the top of like this building, but it seems like if it's written by a scholar with no taste.
What? It's not bullets.
There's tiny font like stuck to it that says "No stars allowed."
Yeah, it says stars
Okay,
can fuck themselves. Star-washed clothing, or stars are washed off of clothing.
I'll look at your shop.
No, you won't. You'll walk by.
Okay.
No, the shop seems inviting, but there's you sort of look around and you get your wares and stuff. How much bullets do you need, or did you already add them to your character sheet?
I haven't. I will though.
Okay, cool. Feel free to buy as many as you need. There seems to be just a smithy around here that is banging out bullets. You know, who needs bullets? You do. Feel free. Is there? I think there's other types of ammunition as well. Like, I don't know, silver bullets, or
Werewolves.
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 Yeah. And that's it. So, do you like disappear sort of in the market with your classic like sort of keep head like down, try not to be sort of noticed by anybody antics, or are you just sort of not giving a shit? How are you carrying yourself?
I guess just normally.
Okay. Because you and it seems like a couple of depictions of your companions is found on some of like the newer posts that are put on the bulletin board inside of the market area.
Man, the artists work fast.
The art is like sort of very bare bones, but it seems to depict your characters. I'll physically draw it later. It'll be real dumb.
Try to get a discount. Be like, I'm a hero.
Okay. Sparrowhawk seems to just be aloof, and somehow it's a matter of I just walked this way and we just missed them until it comes to like one where Orvoda sort of character names, please, game master. So immersion. Vetch sort of arrives and is sort of pulls Enyo out of their routine to march down somewhere. Acosium and Sparrowhawk, what are you doing now?
Did I find him?
If he wants to be found, I don't know if he wants to.
I'm not really hiding.
Not really hiding. You find them sort of like towards Rat Alley, sort of the upper parts of the market.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I guess when I see him, I'll walk over to him, like, "Hey, been looking for you. Don't know if you really wanted to head to the Star Worshipper, but that's where the rest of us are going. Try and learn anything."
I suppose I should come along and make sure I can keep an eye out for trouble.
I appreciate it, and I'll try and listen to you more often, because the last time she communed with the stars on my behalf.
I told you.
It's not advantageous. Well, we're gonna meet Vetch and Enyo.
It wasn't
in the
advantageous? You didn't find the note from your father, right? Never mind.
Smack.
What?
Never mind.
Smack's DM.
I'm more on. Don't worry.
This is in character.
Anyway,
Enyo breaks the fourth wall to smack the DM.
Enyo might
DM
still be dancing in the market. So
the
let's go
DM
gather
apologizes
him
directly
and
for not providing a note from your father that he was supposed to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's fine. It's too late now.
Anywho's. All right, you want a cookie? Certified
Sure.
star free.
You're
I'll
a
give him
dick.
one of those. Give him one of the cookies. Roll for amount of stars in your cookie.
Who said star
Roll for if
free?
you can taste
You
that star
promised!
the moon is made.
I swear about the star free ones. They must have put one of them in there. I'm sorry.
Sparrowhawk breaks out an allergic reaction.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Elastic
We'll head
shock.
to the market to find Enyo and Veg.
Yep. At the bottom of the cookie box, you see a note that's from your father. It says, "I love you, son." No.
Frank is the helpful one.
No.
Frank is your dad, actually.
Fuck no. Okay, god damn it, dude. Shit hurts. Welcome back to the Atari market where we totally want to buy things. All right, crew, what are you doing now?
We're buying things, medals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sleepy,
nothing else.
Sleepy, just across the way is a little shop down here. It says General Magics.
Vitch, you can wait outside. I kind of want to see what the shop is. Okay.
I don't mind. Sure.
Yeah. So if they ask, I tell them I went into the shop, and he walked on in.
Inside this shop, you see it's next to almost pitch black, except for the illumination of like candles. It seems like all of the windows have been covered by blackout curtains. There is just the faintest smell of incense in this shop. And you see, like, it's sort of hard to fit down where this, if I could give you a mental image, you open the door and the door collides with a shelf. It's in fact like a bookshelf of some kind, but instead of books, it's just like rows and rows of just random trinkets and bops. And when the door collides with it, there's another flanking the other side, another bookcase with a bunch of bits and bobs, and you sort of have to like push your way in to the shop. And inside, further in, it sort of opens up into what is a desk or a counter sort of wrapping around, and behind it, not even really on the counter, is like this incredibly short, really gruff, long-haired humanoid who is scrawling.
Humanoid. How tall? Like, is he a tall guy?
Very short. Like, you have to lean over the counter a little bit. They're on the floor currently behind their own desk.
Oh my gosh!
You
And
see
they're short too.
You see paperwork everywhere. Like any surface that would contain like what would be a more neatly put together shop would be scales, a register of some kind. There's just paperwork, home, book, paper everywhere. Everywhere on the surface. There's paperwork all over the floor. And it is just sort of cluttered to shit.
Yeah, I imagine Enyo, like, in order to see, even see the guy, since Enyo is also kind of short, not like the shortest, but like kind of short, has to like kind of like hold himself up over the counter. With
Roll
his
me a
hands
dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving.
Sorry, that's D&D. Roll me a athletics. Or acrobatics.
I'll roll athletics. Can I add my climbing?
Yes.
Bonus. Where did my climbing bonus go? What in the world? I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, you go to lean over and you almost knock down like a massive grouping of tomes. And you just, and like you secure that shit before it like falls down, and you sort of like push it together and like sort of like this horrible, like it's this horrible deck of cards situation where it's just fucking everywhere, and you sort of like straighten it up and sort of knead it out and then set it like across the side out of the way, no longer in danger of like falling over. And he goes, what was that noise? Is there someone there? Speak up!
Oh yes, I was wondering if I could get, I don't know, do you have a thing that holds a lot of stuff?
Oh, stranger! Oh,
Yes.
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you should come in. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was doing like a handstand over the desk so he can be seen.
Oh, very impressive. Wow, you got such fine musculature. Whoa. Oh,
Yeah, I got the 29 on a useless check.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, those books could have killed me. You saved my life.
Oh, no, already.
You know, tomes look heavier than they perceive. And like he picks up one and he's like struggling. He's fucking scrawny. He's like, oh God. And he just sets another grouping of like tomes that he was working off onto the side.
Neil picks one up. Is it heavy at all?
No. I mean, it's heavy for books, but like it's not like the worst thing. Pretty just nothing. And so he goes, oh, so you're looking for something, huh? Welcome to General Magic. I've got magic.
Yeah.
Generally.
I'm looking for a magic that can hold a lot of things.
Oh, you're looking for a bag, huh? Or a satchel?
A bag, a satchel.
They're one of those magically inclined bags that, you know, hold into stuff. You know, the stuff bags. God, what are they called? I've got a terrible memory. These things go in one ear and out the other, I swear.
I don't know what they call.
You know, hold on. And he scurries off. Pretty zippy little shit. And he you hear the ruffling of like papers sort of being kicked up pretty quickly. As he disappears behind one of the many rows of bookshelves that have just clutter and stuff all over them. And he comes back, and it looks like he's dragging something massive from his body language, right? And he has like in his hands, his both first hands sort of gripped out in this like fashion, and like his bottom half sort of shows up from your angle of sight past the bookshelves, and he's struggling. He's pulling something. He's like, "Oh, it's a feisty one. Oh goodness, this is, you know, it's gonna get away." And he's like, "I think I got what you're looking for, but it's got some spunk."
And you look so concerned.
Yeah, it looks like what he's dragging, if from your angle, is the size of the shelf itself. It looks like he's got something the size of a lion.
And he was like, "Can I?" And he was just gonna climb over the shelf.
Yeah, you're gonna get up to him, and what he has is this little black bag that is probably no bigger than the size of a coin purse. Just fucking him up. And he's like struggling with it, and he's trying to pull it, but it seems to be sort of like floating in place.
Floating?
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, it's a holding bag. You know, it holds stuff.
It looks. Is it like moving?
It's sort of tugging, but like not really.
Why is it so difficult to grab?
Oh, I'm just, you know, I'm not of athletic persuasion.
And Neil's gonna try to hold it.
Oh yeah, oh, be careful. And you sort of arrest it from his hands. And you sort of just have this bag now in your hands. And it is, it's probably like the size of your full palm. It's pretty big. but it's entirely black with some weird symbols that are just like pure white. And it looks incredibly weirdly monochrome. So much so that it's like dark black and like bright white. And he's like, oh yeah, that's the mono bag. Oh, it's fucking useless.
That's why you're selling it to me.
All right, so listen, this bag, right? Because I'm willing to let it out of my hands, right? But the issue with it is it only holds one kind of thing.
Oh, what does it hold?
One kind of thing. You put corn in it, and then you could put all kinds of corn in it, but it'll only let corn go in.
Okay.
You know, I got all the corn out, but now, you know, it's pretty mono on its decisions. Ha!
So only holds corn. If I put one corn. So like, how does it, like, if I put potion in, can I put 2 different types of potion?
Oh yeah, it'll hold any potion as long as it's a potion.
How about like weapon?
Oh yeah, if it's a sword or a weapon, you could put weapons in it, but then you can't put your gold in it. And what good is a bag if it can't hold everything? I need a bag for, you know, just all of my daily essentials. If it's just one thing, it's just fucking useless.
Okay, that sounds actually kind of useless. Useful. Sorry, not useful.
Useful? Oh, so you're a discerning eye, are you?
I mean, if it's useless, I mean.
Yeah, I can tell you're looking for exactly this thing.
And you realizes his mistake.
Yes. So I'll sell you this bag for 35 gold. I can be haggled though.
I mean, I did help the town from undead.
Is it what now?
You
I don't get
didn't
out
hear
of
the
this
noise?
office. No.
You're literally like right outside the market. You can just open the door and you can probably hear the people.
Oh, well, you know, they're very loud, and I'm much too busy and you know, working on my grimoire.
I mean,
It's
you
gonna
know,
be the biggest.
I mean, I can spread that like, oh man, I'm a hero. I got a bag from the shop and it was super cool. Yeah.
What? I don't need.
I can give you a free advertisement.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not the average shopkeeper. I prefer if someone comes here looking for something versus just having some regulars walk in.
Oh.
It keeps the normies out.
I hate the normal people. Please tell me.
I hate those restless freaks.
People scare me.
They have such a low charisma score.
Got any riz?
They have no taste, no swag.
I
This is all
only
in
serve
character, my
those with
brain.
swag.
You got any
I'm so-
swag, kid? Fuck you guys for changing this character.
No, this is accurate now.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want it to be.
Okay, anyways.
Okay. So can I please get a cheaper price since I can maybe like tell people.
Oh, well, since you asked so nicely. Roll something. What do you want to roll for this? You have
advertising.
lore mercantile? Do you have you have like diplomacy? Okay, roll me diplomacy.
I roll performance. Watch, I can do a cool handstand. Wow, Tech, you really ate my nat 20.
You saved his life. That would have killed him.
I saved your life.
Then he could have just taken the bag.
Yeah.
Damn, that shopkeeper died. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Oh, look at that's a cool bag.
Holy corn.
Anyways, bye. Oh my! It's a bag of corning.
Fucking skill check diplomacy. Okay. Are you okay with that 15?
No, I'm rolling. Re-rolling.
Ooh, yeah, you are. Ooh.
Yeah. Lovely. Can I roll again? am I allowed to roll? Use another?
No, you're not. Fucking legend. Yeah, okay. He goes, oh, well, you know, okay, I'll let it go for 31 gold.
I knew this like does not know how to deal with this dude. It's like this is just an old dude. I'm like I feel like when he adds like when he spends the hero point, I almost saved your life is like I don't care about that. It ruins my diplomacy. So it's not as much. Okay, so 31 gold.
31 gold.
Okay. Thank you.
Enjoy your mono bag.
And he was just gonna kind of like back out, like awkwardly.
Oh.
Does he just make random old people noises? Why does he back out? Oh, why arthritis?
I'm gonna stick my head into the shop at some point. Like, hey, what's going on in here?
And he was like
are you?
backing out.
Holy corn.
Remember, only corn.
You stick your head in there and you just start hearing noises and you're like, what is that? Is there like a parrot in here?
Chronic killed it.
Is there also a piece of corn in this bag?
You dump it out and like 3 cobs of corn fucking slap the pavement with an aggressive fucking...
I'll yell into the shop. Hey, shopkeep, do you sell any cold iron, perchance?
Oh, maybe. How much is cold iron? Do you know what the shop price for that is?
Nope. I don't even think it's listed because it's just a material.
What does cold iron do for you?
Apparently it's like... Ren told us something about it, that it's like good against like undead and spirits and shit.
Oh, Ren, huh?
It's also, when I click needle darts, it's one of the options. As like, there's adamantine, cold iron, silver.
It's deadly to demons and fae.
Yeah, I think I had asked about it because I was like, what does that even mean? And then he told me. And then we started going up against fae and undead shit, and I was like, that would be really useful.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, we got, you know, maybe. What you looking for? Oh!
You're right there, old dude.
Oh! I just remembered. We definitely have cold iron.
And Neil just like walks out, like, you deal with that, Ako. I'm going to see the others. Okay.
Your friend was very nice.
Yeah, he's a hoot and a holler.
What you got in your hands there?
Oh, you want a cookie?
Oh, are those madeleines from Frank's?
Oh, yeah, they're really
I
good.
love a good madeleine. You know, I used to eat madeleines with my cohorts. my friendly scholars, and we had coffee every morning, and we ate like 2 Madeleines each. You know, Madeleines didn't originate from here. And he just continues.
Me realizing a spacious bag I have enough money for the lowest time.
The mono bag does not have a bulk.
Oh, okay.
It is one object.
So you can put a bunch of shit in it and it all weighs the same.
Yeah. It is the mono bag specifically, unless I need to change it later, will hold all weapons, quotation marks, if you put a weapon in it.
Okay.
Okay, what happens if I start thinking other things are weapons? Like a table leg or a chair? Like, oh, that's a weapon.
I mean,
So
yeah,
can I put it in the bag?
yeah, probably.
Steel chair in the bag.
I mean, that depends on whether or not you try it. So experimentation might be required with the mono bag.
As Enyo, I'm a weapon.
Yeah, we
You
put
can go
it
in the
in the bag.
I don't know. You've got other
Put it in
tags
the bag,
attached
see how
to
he
it.
likes it.
It's not. It's not letting me change. Like I tried to grab just like a bag of holding,
Yeah.
and it's not letting me change like the stuff on it.
I'll fix it later. But you know that you have item mono bag. Congrats. I see you're looking for some cold iron. Oh yeah,
maybe
you know,
like an amulet or something.
back in my day, you know, a couple of my colleagues, they used cold iron to fight off the demons from the, you know, the devil.
Yeah, that's what in case I run into any of those nasty ne'er-do-wells, I'm looking for some of that. Did you hear that a crazy light just like raised a bunch of the dead like 200 yards that way?
Your friend was chortling some sort of nonsense about that. What about it?
If anything like that happens around me, I want to be able to defend myself. You hear?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Gotta protect my cookies, you know.
Oh, you
And
know,
I gave him another one.
Oh, Madeleines are my favorite. You know, Madeleines were invented. You know, and so he provides to you, the standard grade amulet of cold iron for 20 gold pieces. You know, this was from one of my colleagues back in the day. He was pretty good at this whole, you know, protections and charms thing. So I had no idea what this was for, so I thought it was useless.
Don't mind me. I'm dying of laughter.
I hand him the 20 gold. I take the amulet.
What a
I
sucker.
leave him. I take a cookie and I like put it into his hand, and as soon as he like puts it into his mouth, I'm gone.
Did he just call you a sucker right to your face?
I take it back. You've been giving him cookies. The adjusted price is 15 gold.
Word.
Yeah. You have a cold iron chunk of standard grade.
Forget how to add the sheet. Is the plus button? Where does that go? Would it be a treasure? To
Holy God!
New equipment. Edit item. How do I? Fuck. I'll figure this out.
Oh, and before you go, make sure to tell your friend. You know, sometimes the objects inside this store have a mind of their own. So, if he comes across any weird problems, just chalk it up to some crazy shit or something. I don't know. I don't even know. Earlier, it's fucking bag, you know.
I'll tell him. Thank you.
It can get a bit quirky, so be careful.
Things do get a little quirky after closing. Just be careful of the animatronic suits.
Don't walk around at 7 o'clock.
That bag is a little quirky at night.
Only 7 o'clock.
Don't get it wet before 6 a.m.
Don't feed it after midnight. Don't put any corn in it after midnight.
Don't feed it any corn.
quirked up white boys, or else it might pounce.
You'll anger the corn.
Not the corn.
Fuck, guys. All right, yeah.
I love this old man.
Yeah, who is this
I like
old
how
man?
we don't even
no one
have a
asks his
name.
name. Yeah.
I don't need his name. He's old man.
He's the old man in the magic shop.
Oh.
I think it's funnier that he's just a random NPC. I think that's...
It's got a name. I'll remember the name.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
He's... Okay.
You're lying. He's a nameless man.
Yeah.
Names don't exist.
So, you know, Sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that, like, the bag itself, like, after spending a little bit of time with it, and they're just sort of like, you know, maybe I'll do something with it, the bag itself doesn't stain.
It doesn't stain?
No.
It's a stainless bag? Oh my gosh, that's kind of good.
It doesn't have any differential, like, in colorization. It remains purely black and white.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Very strange.
I don't know. And you just kind of like puts it away, I guess.
I can't. I
Runs
want
around in
to.
the dirt and it stays perfectly clean.
It's my NPC, guys. Can I come with you? No. guys,
Yes.
that's my GM inserted character. I go on adventures with you. It's the old man. No.
I stabbed him
No.
with a book.
All right. Definitely not the villain of the campaign. All right, moving on.
Put one old man in the mono bay.
Now you can store all old men.
Hey, can you put some corn in here? I'm hungry.
No, you fool! It's the mono bag.
But
Fucking
the
hell.
colors are dual. There's 2 colors on it.
Anyways,
Monochromatic.
You can only put old corn now.
You can only put old things.
that's good. I like that. But yes.
Maybe
make
you're
your-
allowed to pick the adjective of the object you put in there.
No, you see, I didn't put an
picked
old man.
object. That's the thing to put in.
I think.
I can only put objects in it.
You see, I didn't put an old man in the bag. I put a decaying vegetable in the bag.
No!
Oh,
My grandkids will never be able to visit like this.
we walked to Red in like awkwardness.
Yeah. You walk over to Ren's Wonders, and Vin is there waiting for you. And she seems to be sort of selling, doing basic barter with the passersby and, you know, the plants around her little gazebo. Is it a gazebo? Yeah, her tents and stuff that display her items. They sort of flush and flutter a little with life as you guys approach. What are you doing exactly?
But here to tell you about.
She was saying she wanted to talk to us.
Yeah, what is the okay, so you guys are just sort of trying to like wait for her to finish up with like some talking to somebody and then like
Are we all there now?
yeah. Are you all there?
Yeah, we surround her, flanking on all sides.
Yeah, so you arrive at Ren's Wonders. There you see Ren, you know, conversing, and she finishes up with her sail, and she seems very pleased with herself. And her eye catches you when she scans the horizon, and she has this like massive O face or this pug, and she goes, oh, and she brings up her hands to her mouth, and she sort of like lifts up her dress a little bit and does a little run over to you guys and goes, hello, welcome on in, good morning to you. It's afternoon, but let's not be fussy.
Good afternoon.
Oh, you. And she like goes to pinch your cheek.
I know a lot of them, like whatever.
Yeah. You have this feminine hand sort of graze over your cheek and it just wiggles a little bit.
So, you wanted to talk to us about something?
You know, just a little of a checkup of what's going on and to also pay you all for your survey. You know, you did a pretty good thing for me.
Yes, we still need to look through the basement of
Yeah.
that place. It's a pretty big basement. Yeah?
Much larger than we thought it was going to be.
So, I heard that you were hired by the mayor.
Nod.
How is that? Is it okay?
We've talked to
I
him less than
see.
we've talked to you.
No
Right.
harm so far.
Okay. I have my own misgivings of the mayor, but he is, as crude as he is, very focused on maintaining, I guess, the status quo, or at least the safety of the people. But,
I think he
There's-
just wants to keep on making money.
Yeah, he did seem to care more about his lumber business than the safety of people.
I know that's real dumb, and that's why I don't like him. But at the same time, the lumber business can't exist without its citizens, so I guess he begrudgingly helps us all. But at the same time, I agree with you. He is a soulless corporatite.
I hate them. So, yeah, there was like necromancy stuff happening. Rin's voice like messes with my Enya voice so much.
You're fucking with my voice too, so I'm like working real hard to
we're
separate
at
the
war
two.
with each other right now.
What's the predominant voice acting here? You know, which one will end up molding the other into the other side?
Hello, I am Enya.
And you became Indian.
Oh, what the fuck? Yes, Rin at Ren's Wonders. Hello, my name is Ren. I'm very cute. Here we go. Go, Ren. Sorry, chatters. Hoping I could get you a visual component. Yes, Vrin at Vrin's Wonders. She, oh, you're talking about necromancy and there's further things to go down, but no. For now, here is your reward. I have prepared it in a little extra for all of you in your hard work. Yes?
Okay.
And she hands over a bag of 20 gold per player. Most of you have already added it to your character sheets, but those who haven't, go ahead and do so. Nowser. Cool. Agreed on the amount was originally 10 gold, but you know, after the whole slaughtering all of these zombies and other skeletons, I think that you deserve a little more, especially if you need some, you know, war funding to sort of pay for your campaign. This is what I can do for now.
Is this the award?
I mean, there was an army of skeletons yet literally yesterday.
I guess. and it was like, that was a war. What?
It's a figure of
Killed a couple.
speech. Don't worry.
No.
I see. I literally am watching you become more puzzled as time goes on. Please, let us converse inside our tent. My tent. Excuse me.
Is there anything you want to know in particular?
Well, I thought you had things to tell me.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the necromancy. We got a new friend.
A new friend.
Hello.
You, not your friend Dig, but a new one.
I give a little thumbs up and point towards the top of my head.
I thought that was a fashion choice.
No, Borbo, do you want to say hello?
Hi. That is very interesting and very disturbing. How strange.
Very.
Is your friend a puppet? Puppet.
Yeah.
So Borbo
For
is
now?
a spirit that used to serve the Necromancer Volok, who has a laboratory underneath the fortress that surrounds the lighthouse. Volok probably had something to do with the construction or operation of the lighthouse, and he was in cahoots with Belcora.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yes, he's like a necromancer and stuff. He's working on like soul magic or whatever because Borbo used to serve him as like a goblin slave. Indentured servant. And he got his soul ripped out and placed into a bird puppet. So
It
that's how
does-
we met him.
Right, and does that expect that's why he has beak?
He doesn't have a beak
Yeah.
now, but does he have a beak now? I don't think
He
he
does.
does.
He does.
Yeah, and you repaired him to have the bird head.
Okay.
Daniel can have a cookie.
So, I was confused. So you see, there is a type of people who exist on this plane, and they are puppets, and they are sort of living flashes. I did not expect for this person to be an amalgamate of necromancy. Though, I guess all people deserve a second chance. And so, what is your plans for Borbo?
Yes, Borbo.
But-
We are trying to figure that out. The main goal was simply to get them out of the lighthouse. They had been keeping watch down there for gods know how long, and they simply wanted to finally have a second chance at life.
From what I know, the guard or the lighthouse has been existent for over. From what I know, the least 300 years, maybe 500 years.
So yeah, they've been alone for like around that long.
It's a lot to take in.
So maybe we're
This is the first time
thinking.
out in that long.
So they
Yes.
don't, not die. Maybe we're thinking you'll give them company, as we're doing that stuff.
I think I could do that for Borbo. You know, maybe Borbo and I will get along. Yes?
Looks at
Okay.
Borbo.
Ren?
Oh, also, you might be able to help us, or you might also just want to destroy it. Ennio has a book written by Volok. That might
yeah.
give some, information on what's going on.
Yeah, I take out the book.
Yeah. Is it in your inventory currently?
Yeah, it was. It should be at least.
I gotta go look at the item because I don't remember what the fuck you're talking about.
The Necromancer
notes?
Scale book that was on the table.
In
Yes.
my notes, I have the
Ennio
Necromancer
shoved in
Soul
his pants.
Transplantation Journal.
Got it. Okay. So, Vetch, you are approached by the, feminine but sort of imposing figure of, Ren, and she gets really close to you. And she sort of extends a palm in front of herself to sort of let You to gesture to hand or to pass over Borbo.
Are you good with this, Borbo?
She seems nice.
Then I hand her over.
Yeah, you're sort of you sort of unwrap yourself from this, and like it lays this doll with a fragile but beautiful gem inlay into the back of it. That is Borbo's soul, and you hand it to Ren, and Ren sort of holds this stick puppet to her chest, and she continues talking to you. So, a book? What kind of book?
And you're just
Not
like,
a good kind.
The,
I mean, it is what happened to Blurble here. Yeah.
the necromancy book is too vague. Oh, Enyo, fuck you. That was a Enyo voice. The necromancy is it's a little vague. Can't fucking find Ren's voice now. I lost.
We checked under those couch cushions.
I win.
Yeah. No, I'm Ren. I'm special and pretty. There we go. It's the necromancy book is probably not is too vague. What exactly does it do? Is it a grimoire, or does it have evil fangs on it, or is it the you know?
I just used it to like kind of fix his body a bit.
Does it grow like little wings and fly around and curse people?
I don't.
It is a book we found in his laboratory where he worked on soul transplantation.
Oh, so it's like a scholar's notes.
Oh, now that I think about it, maybe he transported his body, or maybe Bakora's body, soul into a different body. Yeah.
Berkora.
Yeah.
Yes, you're talking of the horrible witch of the Gauntlet Keep. Yes. That sounds awful. Though it was confirmed by the Dawn Guard the Rose Guard, a long time ago, that they did in fact kill her. So she should be like super dead.
Unless with this book of souls transference, they found a different body.
You know, that would be a very bitch move that she would totally pull.
You speak as if you know her.
I don't like her. And she from the stories is very evil and eats children.
You seem like a person. Oh my god! Ah! Smacks. You seem like a person who gets really enticed in stories.
I've been known to enjoy a few stories. But what do you mean? So like, but yeah, of course. You know, I understand. Don't worry, I'm being silly. So, you will take Borgo, you will take the gold, and that will. Thank you for telling me what you've gone through. It is important for my own to be able to prepare for hopefully what I could do for the town if more calamities come, though you make sure to prioritize your own safety. I do not know what will befall you in this strange, stupid castle. Whatever it is bad. But you stay safe, please.
Okay.
Ren, do you know Tamale?
Of course. I know Tamale.
Yeah, I believe she works at the fish factory. Or the
Every
fish
once in a
shippers?
while, me and the girls, we all get together and we have a nice night out.
Oh, perfect. she seems like she has a good deal of influence with the people that actually, live here, instead of the guards that don't seem to be doing much. Do you think you could maybe work with her to maybe train some of the people just in self-defense, just so they have some way of, or at least knowing where to run in the case of an emergency?
So you're saying that I should inform Tamberly to prepare people for training of like the warrior type? Like, what are
No,
what are you?
Not necessarily, just like in knowing
see.
where to go in case this light raises more dead.
Right,
You know,
counter-
like a
doesn't
school
happen.
fire drill.
Countermeasures, ways to prevent the dead from invading the town and killing town members and creating more undead. Yeah, no, that sounds like a very good point. I will talk when I can. She's been suddenly very busy. Winky.
Yeah.
She winkies at you.
She knows. She
yeah.
knows too much.
And goes, I will talk to Tamberly. He will hopefully be receptive, but I am of the town. I wish the town not to fall, and I wish for the people not to suffer.
Okay. So is that it or?
I said, don't have much else to give you. Unless you want another reading.
Sparrow's like, I'm out.
good. Thank you. I appreciate the offer.
Yeah, no, I am also good. Do you need more bullets, Taco?
I've also am in tune with the spirits. In this
Oh, spirits.
yes.
I met a spirit, or maybe like a memory of check notes. What is this town's name?
Otari.
Otari. Yeah. I think I met like maybe a vision or like the spirit or something of Otari, because there was like a ghost kind of like he said, I was Otari, or he wrote, I was Otari, save me, and then poofed into ribbons of light.
That is a haunting of some kind, though it's not one that seems to have hurt. The tower, from what you've told, seems to have some sort of connection or pull of ghosts to keep them from passing on to the ethereal planes. I am worried that there's something more going on there in the tower than just about Cora's bullshit. But I also can provide to you something. I also am a teacher of the ghost hunter.
We
Teach
don't
ghost
have.
hunting techniques?
Yes, I do. You have to be already trained in occultism or the religions, but I can help you focus on training and defending against defeating ghost spirits and haunts.
Who's trained in occultism?
Though it will,
You're gonna have to be trained by the witch.
she's basically
This
telling
always-
you that she is less of the stars and more of like a ghost communer, and has the ability to sort of commune with the spirits themselves, and will provide, if you guys are looking to change a archetype of some kind, of the ghost hunter dedication. And that does a bunch of really cool stuff you guys can ask me about later if you'd like. But there's like Ghost Strike, Hear from Beyond, Graves Voice, Investigate Haunting, Ghost Hunter dedication, basic, you know.
What's a dedication?
Essentially archetypes are something you could pick up when you're leveling up your character. And they provide sort of a third or second alternative path for your powers to sort of take over.
That's kind of cool.
Is it like
Um,
It's like a minor class kind of deal, it sounds like.
Yes. They sort of have feats available at certain levels, like level 2, level 4, level 6, and level 8. So it's more like a archetypes are more like the D&D equivalent of hitting level 3 and then picking a different like subclass.
So is it in place of your regular class level up, or is it in addition to?
It's if you have available feats or if you want to select the archetype. But she could teach it.
You'll have to explain how that works to me later. Well, we can continue with the game.
A Wimble Web.
Does anybody want to like pick that up?
I don't know how it works yet, so no.
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody, that is just something that Rin is offering. He has come to trust you and wishes to nothing but your safety, and she has come to the point that she thinks that she could share some of her sacred arts with you. And that you will become a very special, for this module only, though it's for every module afterwards, the Ghost Hunters archetype, which is kind of neat. So you guys can check that out later, but it is now an opportunity or available for you.
Okay. That might be something we check out off. Okay, so are we gonna go now? It looks towards the party.
You all must promise me, yes, that you come back safe. No matter if there's ghosts or evil demons or spooky ladders, please just come back safe. Oh, there is no heroes of our party without the heroes.
Do you have any wands of healing lying around this place?
And
I forgot about that.
yeah, she knows a guy. She's like, there's someone who is more skilled in wands than you could find. That is down towards the market, but I mean, I could go look around.
His name is Old Man.
I'm not I know he exists, but I don't know his name. We're barely even acquaintances.
I hope he's not the person I got the bag from. That would be... I don't want to talk to him again.
Yeah, we can worry about that later. I'm sure it'll be fine. Who needs healing in a dungeon?
All right, and that is, unless the players want to stop me, where we'll be ending our session for tonight.
That sounds chill.
Sounds good to me. I had a few things on the list that I was thinking of buying, but I was thinking we were going to be doing it in like the main square or something.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I could probably, if you're willing to let
we-
me, I could just buy them off,
Yes.
as if I did them off screen.
yeah, we can have our own like sessions of also off where we just do one-on-one stuff for you buying stuff or collecting stuff. That's fine. Literally all week I'll be free for that except for Tuesday. So you guys feel free to come to me as you need. I would love to be able to talk to you guys about Pathfinder show off screen. Other than that, thank you everybody for coming on in here and joining us tonight on Pathfinder StarTeam. I will now initiate outro overdrive, starting with Sleepy Shaman. Who and what or why are you playing Pathfinder?
Why I'm playing Pathfinder? Because it's fun and it's an enjoyable time with some friends. Let's see, who am I? I'm Sleepy Shaman. Hi, I stream sometimes. I was playing Enyo today. He was pretty fun. He danced a bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. To continue our outro Matic, we have Oh Sun.
I am Solson. I was playing Akko. You can usually just find me here on TechStream.
Next on our
Thank you
list
for
of
showing up.
intrepid adventurers is the all-important Sparrowhawk.
I'm Nox. I was playing Sparrowhawk. You can find me here.
All right, everybody. And
like how-
next on our list of fantastic, I was gonna say something dumb. Friends is Corvoda.
Hi, I'm Corvodapop. I stream on twitch.tv/Corvodapop. I was playing Vetch. Thank you guys for having me. I hope you guys all have a great night.
Yes. And I've been your host. My name is Tecknomancer. I am a rectangle on the internet that pretends to entertain, or I pretend to be an internet, or a rectangle. Regardless, we are out of here. That's right, everybody. We're gonna go find someone to raid into and throw up the proverbial BRB screen, or ending stream screen, to find someone to raid out to. Though, if you have enough channel points and want to guide the raid, you may. Other than that, that has been us, and you have been you. I hope to see you next Saturday. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.